Alright, I'm ready to start. Okay, welcome on in to the stream. It is Sunday, so I'm continuing with some more Ratchet and Clank 2016 movie tie-in game edition. Which has been a really interesting experience going back to it after years of not touching this game. Um, it's been interesting. It's been fun though. A lot of this game's flaws are becoming more apparent to me. Playing it now, after years of not touching it. Like I always knew that this game was flawed, but its flaws are just like they're more pronounced. But I don't care all that much because it's not like this isn't the newest game in the series anymore. So it's like it's whatever. This was just a one-time thing, you know. Because the game that is currently the newest game in the series, not counting the new mobile game that got announced, is really, really good, and a much better representation of what the rest of the series is actually like. So, yeah, whatever. So I'm kind of just happy for this game to just be its own thing, and just kind of exist, and it's still got good aspects to it. It's also just like, because it's a Ratchet and Clank game, I think I might have mentioned this before. I'd said this to someone, because it's kind of like Pokemon, where even though Pokemon games, especially the recent ones, have been so mixed, there's like, because of the formula, there's like that baseline level of enjoyment that you can get from them. I think of that with Ratchet and Clank as well. Like there's just like that the way the game is just makes it so that you're gonna have like a decently good time, even if the game isn't the most polished or feels like it was rushed a little bit. This game is fairly polished. Like it isn't a particularly buggy game as far as I can tell. But it feels small in a lot of ways. Though I will say its graphics hold up immensely well. So, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move on today. This could be the finale of this game. This isn't a particularly long game, but we're getting close-ish to the end. We might be able to beat it today. So yeah, we're gonna go and do the thing. But I hope everything's set up, everything's working. The volume should be about the same as last time. I'm gonna actually lower it on my end because it can get a bit loud. But yeah, I think when last we left off, we just wrapped up here in Pokitaru. And then I went back to get some extra stuff that we missed in some previous planets, and now we're going to planet Quartu, which is like the not the final planet, but it's this is like end game planet. But I think you come back here again later on, so you go here and then you go to some other planets and then you come back later. So this is like the first visit. I will say, full transparency, there might be a cutscene, so I might not be able to say what I want to say. Yeah, okay. Actually, I will talk because it's generally good to talk during the movie scenes because they're from the movie. Yeah, so my bolt count is a little bit higher than at the end of the previous stream.
Pardon me, Captain, but Chairman Drek he will be prepared for
and the reason for that is because yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I decided to make take a clip from the first stream I did of this game and make it into a short for Instagram and YouTube and stuff. So I thought, I might as well. It was during the hoverboard race in the first stream where I made a comment on something dumb the announcer said, and in hindsight, I thought that clip was humorous, so I decided to make a short out of it. But I wanted to get like a clean video clip of what the announcer says, because in the actual stream I'm talking over a little bit, and I wanted to get like a uninterrupted take of what she says just to emphasize it. So I decided to hop back into this game and just record the announcer saying the thing. But I found... So I kept on doing the race... So I loaded up this save file and kept on doing the race over and over again. Because I needed her to say the thing so I could get a recording of it. But she didn't say it. She never said it. I redid the race multiple times over and over again, like 10 times. I'm waiting for her to just say the thing. She never said the thing, and it was really annoying. And because I kept on doing the race over and over, I kept on making some extra money. Not a ton. I don't think my bolt count is too much higher than it was at the end of the previous stream. If it even saved. Maybe it didn't even save, so that'd be fine. Because I think you get significantly less bolts the second time you do a race compared to the first, just so that you can't, you know, just farm bolts easily that way. So, yeah. I got more bolts because of that, but she wouldn't say the thing. I found out that the reason she doesn't say it is because she only says it the first time you do a race. So I essentially decide... Thankfully, on my main... I'm using a different user for this playthrough, so I switched over to my main user to find that the save file on that account was at a point in the game more or less right before you get to that point where you do the hoverboard race for the first time. So I just quickly played through that bit and did the hoverboard race there. And sure enough, yeah, she only says it the first time you do the race. So that. But that's why my bolt count is slightly higher, maybe, unless it didn't save. Anyway, we've got the buzz blades. Launches jagged spinning discs that arc through the air, bouncing. I can't talk. Bouncing around between enemies and walls to wreak havoc. This is a popular one. I forget which game this originated from. I think it might have been Tools of Destruction. But the buzz blades and also other similar weapons that also fire blades are it's a pretty popular one. So it makes sense that it's in this game. And I'm going to upgrade it also. What was that upgrade? Reinforced blade. Each blade can bounce off an additional target before breaking apart. Love it. What else? I've got 3 more raritanium to use. Could use it on the Warmonger. Pyroster, Proton Drum. I don't want to use it on a weapon that I've mostly upgraded. Plasma Striker, Pixelizer, Zircon, Groovatron, Combustor. Maybe I should use it on the Pixelizer.
Nice one. Buzz blades are a personal favorite of mine.
Oh yeah, Buzz blades are a fan favorite, and it's easy to see why. It's pretty good weapon, yeah. Pretty good. Okay, I've got to get back into the groove of this game, even though I was playing it literally yesterday, or just the other day. No, I got the footage for the clip I wanted, for the voice clip I wanted after I was finished playing Tomb Raider the other day, because I was like, I've got my PS5 all hooked up and I'm basically all set up to record, so I was like, I'll just do that, shall I? Tomb Raider was weird the other day. It's what a weird game. I wasn't expecting it to go so crazy. This morning I decided it popped up on my feed a video of like a quick little like review retrospective of sorts of all of the classic Tomb Raider games, so like the ones in the remaster, the first 6 games. They weren't like detailed reviews or anything, so you know, if I do want to play those games later on, it's not like I just spoiled myself by watching it. It was just like a quick like, here are my guys saying like, here are my thoughts on on each of the games, and it was interesting, and it makes me wonder if maybe Tomb Raider is really for me, because apparently the later games just get more complicated and more difficult. And while I wouldn't really say that I found Tomb Raider 1 all that difficult exactly. It didn't like fully grab me. It grabbed me enough to the point that I enjoyed it enough to want to go through and finish it. But I don't know. I think if I do play the other Tomb Raider games, it'll probably be a while before I do that. there are lots of other games I want to play, so I still want to play Silk Song, and I still want to play Yooka Replayly. Oh god, these guys in the turrets are such a nuisance.
Last one.
There we go. So Planet Quartu is a planet from the original Ratchet Clank game. I don't think there are any planets in this game that are actually new to this game. I don't think. Maybe there's one. I don't recall. But yeah, this is a planet from the original Ratchet and Clank, but the layout is significantly different. Like, it's completely different. Mainly because this is a significant area in the movie, so it kind of has to be laid out for the movie. But yeah, this whole factory thing... I mean, there was a robot factory in the original Ratchet and Clank, but it was not this extravagant and, you know, evil looking. It was pretty evil looking, but not by too much. It's a significant area in the first game, but it's not like the same kind of end game area like it is in this. Also, this area right here is actually where is actually from the cutscene where Clank escapes in the movie cutscene. The escape shuttle that he uses is even missing, so that's cool. So we're like in a area straight up recreated from the movie. That's why there was crates in that scene, so you can get them.
Look, over there.
Ratchet, the last time I was here, I used the air purification vents to escape. Perhaps we could now use them to get into the factory.
Okay, send Clank to investigate. There we go.
Be careful in there, Clank.
I actually kind of forgot this game had Clank segments for a little bit there.
Come in, Rangers. I am inside direct
I will say that,
system.
yeah, like the Clank segments in this game are pretty decent. Not the best, but you know. I'm trying to think of like how I might rank the Clank segments in these games, because it's interesting because like the Clank segments are usually not the highlights of these games. I wonder how I get that. The Clank segments aren't usually the highlight of these games. But I wouldn't want them to not be here though, because I think Clank being playable is like almost kind of like this staple. I think every major Ratchet and Clank game has playable Clank segments. The only ones that don't are the ones where Clank isn't around, like Quest for Booty and Deadlocked, because Clank isn't a prominent character in those ones. I mean, in Deadlocked, like Clank... Whoops, sorry. My headphones making weird noises. In Ratchet Deadlocked, like, his name isn't even in the title. Even though he's still in the game. I forgot about this guy. But yeah, the Clank segments in this game are pretty decent. It's not the best. I mean, I've said before, but the best Clank segments in the series is definitely Kraken Times. So clever, so cool. Genuinely fun. The Clank segments in the first Ratchet and Clank game are a bit of a snoozer. There's one segment where it's on a planet that doesn't have breathable air, so Ratchet can't explore there. At least not at first, until you get an air helmet. So you have to explore it as Clank, and Clank is small, he's slow, he can't cover as much ground, he can't really fight all that good. He's supposed to be more puzzle-focused, but because he's just, I don't know, it's just a bit of a snoozer. Ratchet and Clank 2's Clank segments are more of the same, but a bit more jazzed up because of the introduction of the, like you can in the first game you can command Gadgetbots, kind of like Pikmin. And they can do things for you. The second game also has that, but it also introduces a few different kinds. They actually work like these little Gadgetbots in this game, where they can form bridges and stuff. And that you know, jazzes things up a bit more. The Clank segments in Ratchet and Clank 3 are again, like, they make small improvements over the games. They actually give Clank, like, a weapon of sorts. It's not really a weapon that's supposed to be used for combat, but it's a gun of some kind. It's a gun that shoots bananas, and you use it to command a monkey. So it's still just mainly used for solving puzzles, but still. And then Tools of Destruction is again more of the same, but you have like time powers, so you can slow down time, and you can hover and stuff. Otherwise, it's still more of the same. But then in A Crack in Time, they're like, hey, what if we made these really fun? And then they did that, and I was like, wow, you could have done that this whole time. Oh dear.
That was impressive.
That didn't work at all.
I think I like it when Clank segments are sometimes treated like mini-games as well, because some of those are good. Like Into the Nexus, the Clank segments are a completely different style of gameplay to the rest of the game. They're 2D sections where you essentially can shift gravity in any direction you want to solve puzzles and get around areas. Which is, you know, decently fun. They're not, like, amazing, but, you know, they're nice little pace breakers and they don't last too long. And then Rift Aparts are essentially these puzzle rooms where you have to use different... you have to, like, guide a bunch of Clank copies into a door. And make it so that they don't die on the way. I don't remember what game is kind of like that, but it's like this other game. I can't remember what it is right now. And you have to like activate switches and pull up platforms to get the Clank copies to the other end of the room, so that you can move on. Like little puzzle rooms like that. I like. These ones are kind of like puzzly rooms as well. I think Clank's controls matter a bit into their enjoyability, because in the first game he's just so slow and he can't do much. He runs, he jumps, his punch is like bap, bap is very slow, and he's just kind of slow in general. Like, Clank's controls in this game are just that bit more sharp. Well, sharp isn't the word I want, tight.
Assistant Zed is attempting to keep me from reaching the security terminal.
Understood. Ilaris, carpet bomb the factory with pyrocytic blast mines.
I think it's probably safer if we let Clank handle things.
I would prefer that as well.
Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I forget that Clank's in this game. Which is funny, because he's like half of the title. I feel like Clank's role in this game is so minimal. And the movie as well, obviously. This game is very much Ratchet focused, and a lot of them are. Like, out of the two, Ratchet is the more prominent of the two, though both of them are still very important. It just kind of feels like Clank doesn't have a lot to do in this story, so they make him have stuff to do. Like, after he warns the Galactic Rangers about the danger and stuff, he joins up with them, but it feels like he doesn't really get to do a ton. I think the biggest thing, though, is that he doesn't really interact all that much with Ratchet, which is an issue, because they're the two title characters, and you'd think that they would interact more, right?
You should never add flowers to your battery packs. You should add power. Please see your nearest engineer for a software upgrade.
What am I doing wrong? Oh, right, I get what I'm doing. Hold on.
By Chairman Drek.
Oh, what?
Find another Gadgetbot.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank, like, they become friends super quickly, probably, you know, because, like, pacing, movie, you gotta keep things going. But they don't really interact all that much, especially past the beginning. It's like, the story is definitely more about Ratchet being a Galactic Ranger, and then Clank is just kind of there. I feel like in most other Ratchet and Clank games, Clank is very oldier. Clank is very much, like it feels like he has a good amount of screen time and that he's serving a purpose, and he has something to do. There's something going on with Clank in a lot of the games most of the time, or at the very least, he's very much, you know, deeply involved in whatever Ratchet's doing. So the two of them are kind of on the same page. Either that, or Clank does have his own, like, subplot of sorts. But in this game, not so much. He kind of feels like a side character who's supposed to be a main character, but he definitely feels like he fulfills a side character role. I don't know, I'm just thinking. Just thinking out loud. I do wonder if I should maybe rewatch the movie, but I don't know if I care that much. I haven't seen it in years. Okay, now we've got to do some fighting with these bombs. It's actually kind of interesting. There's like a combat segment here. It is kind of interesting that some of the most, like, tame enemies that you'd fight as Ratchet are really concerning as Clank. Oh, there's another one. I thought we were done. Oh, what? I could just punch him to death? Replaying this game on stream actually has put me in a Ratchet and Clank mood. I actually felt kind of motivated to make a video about the series, because I haven't really done much with this series, aside from streaming a few other games. It's one of my favorites, so I definitely want to do something with it. I had this idea, inspired from, you know, playing this game, where I do want to make, like, dedicated videos on the games. Like, I wanna make, like, a dedicated review-esque video on the first game to start. But for now, I thought to start off a bit simpler. I thought about maybe making a video about the evolution of some of the locations in the series, because that's something about games in general that I find really cool and fascinating, is when locations in games reoccur throughout the series and how they change or how they stay the same. Not just with Ratchet and Clank, but I've thought about making videos on that kind of topic for a bunch of games. A lot of Kingdom Hearts I've had thoughts about. I don't know why I haven't really gotten around to doing it yet. I guess I just don't know how exactly I would structure it. Because if it's just comparing a reoccurring location between two games, like, that's easy. You just go back and forth between the two. But I'm thinking about locations that appear, like, a good few times. Cool. There was a card pack in a previous area that I couldn't get to. I think I just realized how to get it. I hope I can backtrack and get it now. Might be too late for that. Yeah, I can't go back. Damn. All right. But yeah, I thought about making a video on Metropolis in the Ratchet and Clank series, or Planet Koan, if you want to use that name. Because it's probably the series' most reoccurring location, which is only like 4, but that's quite significant for this series. And I thought it was interesting. Like apologies if it gets annoying, but throughout this game, I can't help myself from pointing out the little comparisons between some of the areas in this game from the first game. So sorry if it ever gets annoying that I'm doing that, but I can't help it. And that's me kind of like how I would make a video on it. It's like, I find it interesting. So I thought maybe taking all of that particular location's appearances from throughout the series and comparing and contrasting them might make for an interesting video that might not be too long or complicated. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, just a thought. I don't know if that'll be my next video, but I could at least, you know, maybe put some ideas together and, you know, write some stuff for a script, maybe. I already have my next video kind of planned out already, my next, like, major scripted one. I'm working on one currently right now, but it's almost done. I hope to finish it before the end of the year. But then the one after that I already have planned out, I already have it fully scripted, and I even have a decent, not a decent amount, I've got a little bit of it edited, just because I felt like getting a jump start on it one day, at some point. But I'd like to do some more Ratchet and Clank stuff. I love the series so much, and I don't really know that many people who are also into it, so it's tricky business. Let's see, I need one of these actually.
Greetings. You've reached the voicemail box of Chairman Alonzo Drake. I'm away from...
Is Drek voiced by some celebrity in this game?
Probably in a meeting or something.
I don't know. It's just kind of the vibe I get.
Anywho, leave a message and...
There's a gold bolt up there, but I need a bomb. Are there any bombs in here? I think that might have been in the previous area, so I'll just go back and grab it. My question is, if I don't grab this gold bolt now, is it impossible for me to collect it? Because I don't think you can simply just re-enter most Clank segments. At least not this one. I'd be surprised if you can. Who knows, maybe. I could try. Then I can get that card pack I missed before. Can I aim? I'll just... Nearly got all the gold bolts. I forget, there's 28 in this game. I forget how many there is in the original. Maybe less than that, actually.
Oh, I'm missing Lance and Janice.
Where's the other gadget bar? Oh, it's the... I'm using it for the bridge. Sure. And chuck. This game has been very relaxing to play, actually. Very chill. Which is funny because of all the explosions and stuff. You wouldn't think that.
Hey, let me down.
This game isn't particularly difficult. Oh, there he goes.
Heed my warning, Warbot. You and that terminal are the property of Drek Industries. Don't you dare execute that command. You executed it. Well, don't even think about double-clicking on the security icon and bypassing our systems.
Clank is doing some elite hacking skills.
I don't believe this.
Come in, team. I have disengaged the
Aw.
facility's security grid.
Good work, pal. See you back at the factory tarmac.
Nice work, little buddy.
You
Nice.
did well, Clank.
I think we're in for another movie scene.
Yeah, wait, what are we talking about? I zoned out for a second.
Yeah, movie scene. I just remember this scene. Most of my knowledge or memory of the movie actually comes from playing this game, not so much the movie itself. Also, I mentioned it before, but all of the movie scenes on my first stream of this game got copyright claimed on YouTube, which is understandable.
Inside and find Drek.
None of them got copyright claimed in the second stream I did on Wednesday, though, funnily enough. Maybe because I don't think there were any. Maybe there was like one movie scene in the previous stream.
Arranged a demonstration of the good doctor's latest model.
Toasted.
I wonder if there's any, like, interesting reviews on the movie. I'd be interested to see what other people think.
Oh my. This assembly line is the place of my creation. I am experiencing many conflicting feelings.
Cool. I'm excited for that to never get brought up again.
Does not require votes. His currency is paid. Dry up, Hostya.
Let's see. Let's upgrade the warmonger. I've got some Raritanium left. Let's do the Pyrocitor. The Pyrociter. Yeah, pretty much all the level design here on Core 2 is completely different from the original. Just because this place is more movie focused.
There's a fueling station behind that force field.
You go for the station. I'll cover you.
Have I been shot at? No, I'm good. Oh, there's another jetpack bit. They definitely don't want to get... want to try and avoid them getting on the turret. The turret enemies are so annoying. It's because the turrets have a giant shield on them.
Let's move.
And so you're supposed to hit them on their backs, but they turn around so quick, it's really hard to do that. There's probably certain weapons that make it easier. The buzz blades, probably. Because they fling all over the place. I think I can shoot this door with this turret. That's kind of cool, actually. This is just for an optional collectible. It's a Rhino card, though, so it's very important. The Rhino 5 from A Crack in Time. Let's see. Use of this weapon may lead you to write sonnets about destruction, and once you start writing sonnets, there's no going back. This is, Yeah. I mean, all the rhinos are really illegal. But this might be the most because you have to build it. I mean, you have to build the Rhino 4 as well. But I distinctly remember the guy who builds it for you is a very sketchy smuggler guy who was like, we could both get thrown in prison just for looking at it. So don't show it off too much. Which is fun. I like that. Let's see, I can sell some duplicates. Oh wait, is the Glove of Doom in this game? Let's see, Glove of Doom launches Doom eggs which spawn multiple agents of Doom. It's like you're giving birth to Doom, which sounds painful but is actually pretty fun. Wow. Yeah, that's a sentence.
Crates. You dare waste Mr. Zircon's time with crates?
But crates are the best.
Watch yourself over here.
Ah, why did I do that? I knew the lasers were going to show up, I was just too impatient to wait. One thing I do appreciate about this planet in this game is that you don't have to do a stealth section. Although then again, I've grown to appreciate that segment more as I get older. I don't mind a good stealth segment, even if it's not a stealth-focused game.
Did you enjoy my zircons? Don't worry, there are plenty more surprises ahead.
It's very dark in here.
Ready.
Here we go.
Okay, we've got some more dogs.
Mr. Zircon is here. Yes. You are not dead yet. Mr. Zircon intends to rectify this. Mr. Zircon delivers a symphony.
Oh dear. More of them.
I forget I'm playing in hard mode. So far the game hasn't been too tough. I noticed that I do take a lot of damage when I get hit by something. And I have been dying a fair bit, but, you know, it's not like... You know, the checkpoints in this game are pretty generous most of the time, so... I don't really play Ratchet Clank games for the challenge. It's something that I appreciate, but I don't need the games to be all that difficult. I don't think the series actually incorporated a difficulty select until... I'm not sure. Crack in Time, I think?
You made it. Now use the trespasser to access the refueling station.
But yeah, the difficulty select is a nice little feature, but I don't need it. Okay, I think I want to get rid of this. Oh, that's a lot. What if I aim it at these two? There we go.
Force field deactivated.
You dare waste Mr. Zircon's time with crates?
Hold on, I'm gonna stock up on ammo real quick. I'm pretty sure we have all the major upgrades in this game now that I think about it. We've got the Grind Boots, Mag Boots, Hydro Pack, Helipack, Thruster Pack, Jetpack, Hoverboard, Trespasser, Hydro Splicer, O2 Mask, Gadgetbot, Transformer, Box Breaker, Omni Wrench, Swing Shot. Yeah, I don't think there are any other... I'm trying to think of other gadgets that were in the first game. I don't think the others are in this one. There's no Gadgetron PDA.
Okay,
I remember the Gadgetron PDA from the first game I called my favorite gadget for a while. What it allows you to do is it allows you to purchase weapon ammo from anywhere. Though the trade-off is that it costs more due to handling and shipping. Which is fun. The reason why I consider it my favorite gadget is because when I first played the game, I got so stuck on the final boss because I kept on running out of ammo on my best weapons. Which is the downside of not giving weapons equal attention. If you fixate on like one or two, then you're gonna eventually run out of ammo on those two, and then you're not doing great. And then like the Gadgetron PDA, I didn't know was a gadget, because I guess I missed it. So I ended up finding it, and being like, oh my god, this fixes all my problems. And then, because it allowed me to beat the final boss, I just kind of associated it as my favorite gadget. But these days, it's like a nice idea, but I don't really need it. Like, I'm generally a bit better at conserving ammo. Oh, I'm supposed to be flying, aren't I? I feel like there's secrets around in this room. Do some snipes. I don't think they can even really pick up on me from over here.
Dragon his stupid force fields.
I do like some sniping though.
Terminal on the opposite side of the room, across from the office. Get in there to shut down that force field.
more warbots coming our way.
Let's take out these warbots, then deactivate those lasers.
I'm busy looking for secrets though. Whoopsie. Yeah, this may not be the best time for sniping. Oh, hello, there's a trespasser lock here. This must be for a gold bolt, probably. Meaning that this puzzle's probably going to be difficult. There we go. Sometimes you just kind of have to turn the dials randomly. Oh, okay, it's this one. This was like the Clank segment that I was doing at the very beginning of the game, where you can't really get the gold bolt because Clank's too small. Oh wait, I can fly. I keep forgetting I have a jetpack. Yeah, not much else for me here. Are there any other secrets? probably help him out, huh? Whoops. Yeah, they're not even shooting at me, I'm just too far away.
Captain! Are you there? Ratchet and I are under fire and we need assistance. Over!
Understood, Ranger. I'm sort of tied up over here
I
myself.
keep forgetting I can fly.
Enemies. Too many, really? Get out of here, enemies! Yeah, I'm under a lot of heavy fire, so unfortunately I won't be able to assist. So, good luck.
Brax, we could use a hand here. Brax?
They're here! Take that, you lousy Sithanoids!
Great. Well, looks like it's all on us.
Man, I was thinking earlier about how the Galactic Rangers in the main games were introduced in Ratchet Clank 3, where they're all robots, and their main joke is that they all suck at their job, or are very unenthused, or just don't care, or are really fearful to do anything. And I was thinking, the Galactic Rangers in the movie game are more like a more competent force, but now I'm thinking maybe that's not true. They're not robots, at least except for Clank.
There is the security terminal. You must disable it.
Oh, it's a good thing they have a giant flashing button that does that. Oh wow, a non-movie scene.
Finally here.
Since when does the combustor fire blue laser bullets? That's the weapon he's using. That's the weapon we're all using. But why do their combustors fire like glowy pew-pew bullets?
You want to take this one?
Okay, it's was her name Miss Zircon? Mother Zircon? I think it's Miss Zircon. Miss Zircon, I think, was introduced in Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, where she was essentially an upgrade for the Mr. Zircon weapon. When you upgrade Mr. Zircon in that game, it becomes the Zircon family, where he gets a wife and child. And it's very wholesome. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Miss Zircon is also in Rift Apart as well, which is a lot more prominent in that one because she's like the one you buy your weapons from in that game. Oh, destroy the shield? Okay. I was like, it's a shield, I don't think I can. Otherwise would defeat the purpose of a shield. I'm low on hail. Is there any? I'm trying to scan the room to see if there's any health around that I can pick up. And I'm dead. Okay, there's some over there, so I'll keep that in mind. Her homing laser bullets actually fires are pretty tricky to avoid. Whoops, especially when I get caught in the camera. Oh wait, Groovatron.
We can't let that slime ball get away.
Groovatron probably won't last too long. It typically doesn't on bosses. But the thing about the Groovatron is that it literally makes enemies incapable of doing anything for a few seconds. So if it lasted too long, it'd just be really overpowered.
Destroy her shield. Keep shooting. It's working.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit sniffy now.
Shield down. Fire.
I would really prefer to not have to do this again. There's still that health on the side that I could grab if I lose it again. I'm running out of ammo on some of my stuff though. Okay, I need to stock up on some ammo. I saw some ammo off to the sides. Ow.
Keep firing.
Okay, I could really use some more Warmonger ammo. Use my combustor, I guess. Nah, I really need more ammo. Hold on.
Keep moving, Ratchet.
No! Damn it, I get stuck on the walls. You really can't stop... Crap. You really can't stop moving. Hold the phone. Do I have any tissues? They're all the way on the other side of the room. If I'm too sniffy, I'll grab a tissue. I might sound like a real idiot. But you know, it's fine. But I recently realized that after sneezing, like usually I get like really sniffy after sneezing, because you know, and I think that's, you know, everybody is like that when they sneeze. I recently, it's not like I recently discovered this, but I recently realized how useful it is to like use a tissue and like blow your nose after sneezing to get rid of that sniffy feeling, because it just works. And I recently started doing that after sneezing, and I'm like, wow, this is great. Why have I never been doing this before? And I feel stupid because it's one of those really obvious things, and I knew it was a thing, I guess, but I guess I just didn't really realize how effective it was. I have a distinct memory of like sniffing a lot when I was little, and I was like in my dad's car, and I remember he got really annoyed, like handed me a tissue and was like, sort it out. And I didn't really understand what he meant because he didn't like give me instructions because I was like 5. So I was like, why'd you hand me a tissue? And then I blew my nose, but it didn't really help. So because of that, I just grew up believing, well, it's useless. But I guess I must have been doing it wrong. Oh, damn it. This boss is a real piece of work. I know I was saying earlier that this game isn't that hard, but, you know, is this what they call being humbled. I should Groovatron a bit more. The extra time it gives me is worth it. I can use that time to get some extra ammo. Whoa! How did that bullet get me?
Keep moving, Ratchet.
I am trying.
Keep firing.
I was not expecting this boss to give me this much trouble. And you have to start from the beginning if you die. Oh, using the Groovatron just gets rid of her shield right away. She'll probably pull it back up again though. There's my combustor. There it is. All done. Zircon family values.
Yeah, the bigger they are.
The what? Can't just say that and not finish it.
Office. Meet me there.
Oh, hello.
I dispatched your ship to the Drek Industries tarmac. We'll see you back on Karwan.
Oh, what, we're leaving? Why do we come here again? Just, I've not been zeroed in on that. Why are we here? I guess we were supposed to take him out, but maybe he's just not here. Oh, it's a gold bolt. I almost missed it. Is there any other collectibles here? Alright, guess I'm ready to go. Assuming I'm not missing anything. I think I'm good. I think I can come back here. I don't think there are really any points of no return except for Navalis.
Hey, can you take care of this lock?
Why are you yelling at me? I'm right next to you. She only ever yells. Ah, okay, this lock is a doozy. No, that won't work. No. Wait, let me try this one at a time. So what if we have it like this? We can have that one like that. This one like that, and this one like this. Okay, there we go. Just gotta break it down sometimes.
We're in. Come on.
Okay, so we're... Okay, so I forgot why we were here.
Something called a deplanetizer.
The planetizer.
Why would Drek be destroying planets?
Not destroy.
Yeah, they changed it so that the, Also, it's interesting how you don't discover what Drek's plan is until this point in the game.
To build the perfect planet.
In the original Ratchet Clank, Drek's plan was clear right from the very beginning. Like that he wants to make a planet, essentially, by tearing off other planets. The real twist with that whole thing is that you find out that he polluted his own home planet on purpose so that he could build a new one to make money off it, and then he wholly intended to just do the same thing again and again and again. Who knows if that's his plan in this story as well? Maybe, probably. Actually, it's not even a twist. I think in a earlier cutscene, in an earlier cutscene in this game, I think it was a movie scene, there's like an advertisement where Drek says that his home planet was polluted, but then he's kind of like, oh, it totally wasn't because of me, wink wink, which obviously means that it was him. So they kind of spill the beans on that. It's like a twist in the original game that he just says it outright, you know, for the funnies. So there is no real twist here. Let's see, I can go back and do that Clank segment. I guess I can just go back in there if I want. There was that holo card pack. It might not even be worth getting, because I don't think it was a unique card pack. But who knows? Oh, this is the end of it.
Be careful in there, Clank.
Wow, if Clank had just gone into that other entrance before, then it would have saved some time, huh? Yeah. Oh, wait, is that a rhino? No, it's not a rhino, but it is a card pack. So I do want it. I think I'm just supposed to grab an explosive and then bring it back here, so I'll do that. Should be... I think there's one behind this door, so I just gotta redo this puzzle real quick. I think one thing about this this game's story that doesn't hit as well is the fact that it's weird that Ratchet and Clank are part of this you know, this united force. You know, they're a galactic ranger. When in the mainline games they're like freelance heroes. I don't think it's even a job. They don't like get paid for it. They just do it. And I think that's more compelling. I think that's cooler than them just being a part of this, like, superhero team. I mean, that is the case in Ratchet and Clank 3, but they don't... They just kind of get roped into it in that game. They don't really actively join up. Okay, so I've got my explodey ball. So I should just be able to chuck this at this. And there we go, I get my Kyords. What do we got? Oh, we got 2. Okay, we got Cora. Cora Verilux is one of the famous galactic rangers. Her specialty is finding trouble and kicking its butt. She was born and raised on the planet Novalis. And what's the other one? Skorg City? Chairman Drek uses Skorg City as the base of his operations for all things evil. For example, he purposely slows down the internet speed all around the planet, then charges people exuberant prices to get super fast speeds. That is pretty damn evil. I wonder if that's the case in real life. Let's see, Spitting Hydra. Very effective against groups of flying enemies. Okay, I think we can just leave. Yes, Drek is a lot less threatening in this game. Compared to the original. But, like, Drek isn't even the final boss in this game like he is in the original. They make Dr. Nefarious the, like, surprise, I'm the final boss. Spoiler alert, but I don't think it really matters. The only reason they make Dr. Nefarious the final boss in the end is because he's a fan-favorite character. Oh wait, my ship is right here. Whoops. I don't think you can backtrack that way.
Which planet should we go to?
It is time to assault.
Okay, the Deplanetizer, which is labeled as its own separate planet. In the original, the Deplanetizer was just a big gun that was strapped onto Veldin. Here it's like a whole, like, space station. A whole giant thing.
Here's what we're going to do, Rangers. I'll go in first and try to reason with this Drek character. See if we can talk this out mano a mano.
Talk? I don't follow, sir.
Sir, he's blown up 5 planets already. I think we're done talking.
I'm going in.
We got a ship segment, methinks. Oh, I guess Ratchet did have a ship in the movie then, because it just showed it in that scene there.
Hey, I'm sure Quark knows what he's doing.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that was just Quark's ship, and they just all look very similar. But yeah, the Deplanetizer was not this giant ship, eclipse cannon looking thing.
The Galactic Rangers have decided to crash our party. Be a sport and show them a warm welcome, would you?
With pleasure, Chairman.
That's Victor Von Ion's death ship.
All Rangers,
Death ship.
engage Victor's ship. Quark! Quark? Where is he?
Why is Ratchet giving commands?
Get ready.
Oh, I have missiles. Oh right, I got that upgrade from Pokitaru before.
Great, Ratchet. Keep it up.
It's really difficult for me to speed boost and fire at the same time, or barrel roll at the same time. Yeah, this game looks really visually impressive to me, even now. The game's like 9 years old. I feel like there's a point, and we're getting to that point, where graphics... I died. Where there's a certain point where graphics just can't really improve all that much more. Because I look at some like games that released on the PlayStation 4, and they still look really great today. Some of them have like remasters for PS5 that makes them perform better, or like makes them 4K or whatever. But the like I don't really care about 4K. But they still look really good. I was like looking at footage of Uncharted 4. I was like, that's a PS4 game. It came out like ages ago. It looks fantastic. Came out 2016, I think? Same year as this game, huh? It's like, man, it just still looks really great. And like the jump between PS4 to PS5 is just not as drastic as any of the other console generations. It's just like we're getting to a point where we can't really get too much further. We can always keep on improving like detail, performance, and a lot of like developers, I think, who worked on like PS5 games when the PS5 was first coming out, was like, oh, it doesn't seem like a big like leap, but under the hood, as far as like game development goes, it is very noticeable. Because, you know, the extra power, stuff like, you know, the fact that the PS5 is able to load things a lot quicker than the PS4 helps, because a lot of like game design sometimes revolves around like getting around limitations of the system, and that goes a lot for like loading times. There's so much in games that are where it's like designed to disguise loading screens. Like an example I see people bring up a lot is Final Fantasy VII Remake, how there's a lot of instances where you're like squeezing through a gap or something to get to another area. That's essentially the game's way of slowing you down so that it can have time to load up the next area. It's essentially a interactive loading screen. Tricks like that. But with the PS5, because it loads things a lot easier and a lot faster, it doesn't really have to do that, so it just makes it easier to develop games because they don't have to like accommodate for that sort of thing. They can just make the game like they want it. Like Rift Apart, Ratchet Clank Rift Apart is like one of the most like impressive examples of how they use like the lightning fast loading times in like to the game's advantage, because they don't have that limitation. Have we got another Clank segment? Oh, hello. The quick cuts from the movie scenes are really odd sometimes. Oh, okay, running. Oh, this ship is called the Phoenix? Oh, that's cool. Ratchet Clank 3 reference. The original Phoenix is way more memorable, though.
I have an idea. Can you access the ship's fire suppression system?
Yes, but it's not going to be easy. The ship's power core is damaged, so I had to divert everything to our primary.
Yeah, as I was saying, like Rift Apart's quick loading times are used in the actual game design. The fact that you can warp to another planet instantaneously is crazy, and they use it to really good effect in that game. It's a part of the game. It's not just like, hey, the loading times are super quick. That's cool. That's nice. That's convenient. Like they actually designed the game around it, which is really cool use of the hardware. Oh, was I supposed to go through the door? Whoopsie, sorry, I'm not paying attention. It's a good thing this guy is really, really bonkers slow. Also, the weapon he's holding looks familiar. I think it's another rocket launcher weapon from a different Ratchet Clank game. But, I can't think of what it is. Now, this is why the camera shifted. He's so hilariously incompetent. Oh, I remember this puzzle being tricky. For some reason, this puzzle sticks out in my brain.
Leave this to me.
Okay. I need to activate these zappy zappies. Right. So I need to get some of these gadget bots. I think the switch over there is optional, maybe. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Let's see, if I see, I need to grab this from here. Okay, if I grab this one and I form a bridge here, then I can go over here and grab this. Actually, no, hold on. I'll grab the other one first and then I'll work my way backwards. I'm confused now. Is there a way to manually save in this game? I don't think so. I'm concerned because it's like, I can't help but wonder if that is an optional thing, and then if I activate this door, then it will just like get rid of... I'll just be forced to move along. But I'm also wondering if maybe this door just has another gadget bot behind it. That's, you know, required to get the other door. I'm gonna hope that's the case and I'm not missing out on a secret. Oh, okay, no, I'm supposed to get both. Okay, so I need to get these 3 gadget bots onto over there. So I can form a bridge here. Let's see, this bridge goes both ways. That's a vital clue. Like, I can make a bridge from both sides of this gap, so I think that's important. Because I have to be at the side that I threw the bot from in order to pick it up again. I'm going as fast as my little legs can go. Oh, whoops. I killed it. What even is this? Is this oil? Okay, I think I solved it. I remember being stuck on this. Just ignore my voice crack. I remember being stuck on this puzzle. It's not that hard. I can see how maybe I found it a bit tricky. Yeah, I've got some sausages to snack on, as I do. There he is.
I've got you now.
He's got rubber band AI.
I'm finding a route for you to take to the damage control room. That's where the pumps are. Just keep running.
He's so slow when he gets close. Like, there's no way in hell that Clank can outrun this guy. He's got tiny little legs. Like, he could just, like, tread on him and squish him. He stopped focusing on firing weapons. But I guess the whole thing is that he's stupid, so...
This is the end for you, defect.
You're almost there.
I'm supposed to take another turn. So this ship is getting messed up. Oh, over here. Okay, here we go. More. I don't remember this room at all. Okay, this is where it might start to get a bit more tricky.
I will take care of this. Keep supporting the Rangers.
Okay, so I can make bridges to and from here. Just getting the lay of the land first. Okay, what's this thing do? Oh, it turns that, so I can make a bridge here now. But why would I want to do that? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I need 3 of them up here. So is that one, that one? I guess I just need one of these to be over here. How does putting up a bridge here help me, though? Like, I got this. Okay, so there's the problem. I've got 2 here. So I need to get this or this one over there. I don't understand why... Does this one do anything different?
Device appears to be the key to gathering all of the Gadgebots in this room.
I gathered that. Need the rotisserie device. I guess I can make one bridge here and one bridge there. Okay, so I need this guy to be on that to Oh, I think I see. Okay, I just go this way and work my way back. And then grab each of the bots. Okay, I think I get it. I just didn't realize I could put 2 bridges to go all the way around. Makes sense now. Okay, and now I can put this one on this one.
Power full.
Powerful.
Fantastic. The pumps are online. The fire suppression switch is in the back of the ship. Get there quick.
He's doing so much.
I'm gonna crush you. I'm gonna slice you.
Man, this game looks good. Ferocious Oxide.
Suppression system activated.
I remember in the movie, Clank defeats him by using a weapon. Like, he still defeats him by using water, because he's, like, weak to water, I guess, which is a bit of a design flaw, I suppose. I remember in the movie, Clank uses a weapon that summons, like, a storm cloud that rains on him.
What's your status?
I don't think it's a weapon that's in any of the Ratchet and Clank games, though, unless it's one from one of the two I haven't played.
Stay sharp.
The Weatherizer, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, we are without Clank. We are Clankless. Just looks wrong. Oh, Glove of Doom. Toss out a gang of angry robotic minions that seek out enemies and detonate on contact. A classic weapon from the first game. I'll give it some upgrades right off the bat. Nano fabrication allows an additional agent of Doom to fit inside each grenade. Cool. What else should I upgrade? Pixelizer, I guess? Oh yeah, 2. Alright. Why is there a Gadgetron vendor inside the planetizer? Whatever. I hate logic.
So, which planet are we destroying today?
Oops. Be interesting if this game had stealth segments. In this game, like, once you attack an enemy, then all the other enemies are just magically alerted to your presence, so you can't really do stealth. This isn't really the game for it, I think, though. This ain't no Spider-Man or Uncharted where you can stealth it if you want. You know, the game wants you to get into the thick of things. And, you know, that's where it's at its best. I feel like stealth segments where you gotta, like, pick enemies off one at a time just wouldn't really fit this game very well. Dog! Yeah, you can see all sorts of stuff outside. Well, my Warmonger is nearly maxed out. I don't think I've maxed out a weapon yet. No, I have not. I should use my Combustor for a bit. It's an early game weapon. I've got to use it before it becomes entirely useless.
If you wanted to come aboard the deplanetizer, there were much simpler ways of doing it. It's a shame your visit will be a short one.
Man, the ability to move while... Oh, I don't have Clank. Right. I was like, thruster pack required, and I was like, I got that. I was like, oh wait, no. I'm missing my sassy backpack. Let's Groovatron.
Oh, great. More of them.
Let's do some Buzz Blades.
Looks like a new kind of warbot. I doubt that's the last of them.
Yeah, just like chuck a bunch of weapons at them until they all die. Just use a bunch. Okay, I think going down there leads to a cutscene, maybe. Just going off my memory. My memory of this game is surprisingly intact. Like, I just remember stuff when we get to it. I did play this game a lot for a time. So yeah, can't go through there. I think we do come back here later with Clank. Cards. Trading cards. I like the effect on the ground when you're using your Magna Boots. It's cool. Drek's office and sewers. The sewers in Rilgar are not only stanky, but also home to a thriving underground weapons market. One might even go so far as to say it's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. You should be cautious. Thank you, trading card. Drek's office. The less said about Drek, the better, but one thing is for sure, his office on the Deplanetizer is where he cooks up some of his more nefarious plans, pun intended. It's very funny. Very funny.
Hey.
Attention, strike teams.
Oh dear.
Here's you were not aware. I have a camera on the deck during break. Others go after Ratchet and Clank. Boggles the mind. Get out there before I have to eject you into space myself.
Well, it's nice that he's referring to him by his nickname. You know, by Clank. How did he even know that's his name? Ratchet came up with it. He doesn't have a name tag. Oh my. Jump scared. Ooh, more cards. Hello. I actually like reading the descriptions on these cards. I don't think I appreciated it all that much before this playthrough. It's a nice little feature. I wouldn't mind if they do more of this. They don't usually have like a, I don't know, like a journal or something in these games. I think they sometimes have like an enemy list where you can read up about them. I don't know. Sometimes. The Flux Rifle from Ratchet Clank 3. Galactic Ranger Cora Veralux designed and built this high-powered sniper rifle while simultaneously doing her math homework and eating breakfast. It was banana chocolate chip pancakes, in case you were wondering. That's a bizarre bit of lore. Whoops. Because, you know, that character wasn't in Ratchet Clank 3, so I don't know. Unless she was. I don't think so. Damn it. Oh wait, I should be using my Groovatron. Alright, where am I going? Oh, Trespasser.
Maybe there's a trespasser terminal around here.
I feel like there's something hidden in this. Oh, there we are. How do you get that? It might be the kind of thing where I have to come back later, maybe.
Mr. Zircon is bored.
Yeah, I think I have to come back for it later. Oh well. I don't think there are too many, like, I don't think there are any gold bolts in this game where if you don't get them, then you'll lose the ability to get them forever for the rest of the game. And you have to come back in New Game Plus. That's not gonna work. Yeah, that laser gets... Okay, so this isn't for that. Hold on. If I get rid of all of them and then just start from the beginning. Okay, so we got this one. Which won't really be good for that. Not really good for that. It works okay there. There we go.
Okay.
Some of the lasers go unused is a thing, and that can trip you up.
Ratchet,
Trips
have you
me
located
up.
Captain Cork?
Not yet. Hope he's okay.
Just keep looking. He's got to be on the ship somewhere.
Can I have a swig of water?
Planetizer firing.
Oh dear, there's a lot going on in here. Okay. Immediately, Groovatron, Agents of Doom, and I already have a Zircon out, and I'm just gonna shoot everything. Oh, Proton Drum will probably help too.
Here comes some more.
It's hard to talk and play this game at the same time when you're in combat. I don't know why that is though. It's not like it requires an intense amount of focus. Very reaction heavy.
Deplanetizer power levels at 50%.
I've mentioned it a lot that I really want to play Hollow Knight Silksong. And I actually think it's the game I want to play next after this. I've also just been kind of waiting to see if maybe it goes on a sale. The game is already pretty cheap, is the things. But I thought, yeah, maybe it might go on a sale if I just wait for a bit. But no, the game is already, some say, underpriced for how much you get out of it.
Nothing to it.
I'm a little bit hesitant. I was always intending on waiting a while because I wanted like the hype to die down first and then give everyone else a chance to play before me, so that way it increases the likelihood of people who have played it already to be in my chat and maybe give me advice if I get stuck, because it's more fun to do that than to look up stuff if I get stuck. Not that I really encourage backseating, you know, just it's nice to know that I have some help if I ask for it. But I've waited longer than I was expected. Partially because I just keep wanting to play other games first. Like, I was going to play Silksong on Sundays before I started playing this, but then I thought I want to play something a bit shorter and simpler first. Because one thing I have heard about Silksong, outside of the fact that it's apparently really difficult, which is fine, I don't mind that. Well, it depends. It depends how difficult we're talking here. Because I've heard of some people who like quit the game because it's too much for them. So it's like I feel like I don't know if I'd quit the game, but I'll have to wait and see. But also, I've just heard that it's really long, so it's like a time commitment thing. Something that happens consistently when I play games on stream is that close to the end of the game, I'm like, okay, I want to move on to something else now. That's especially the case for games that are kind of long. And it's weird because I very consistently get that. I died. I don't know what I was doing there. Like, I'm constantly wanting to just move on to the next game sometimes. There are definitely some games where I didn't want them to end though, so it depends on the game. Like Deltarune, like I would gladly play that for another 10 hours. And I will. It's just I gotta wait till the next chapter comes out. But so it does depend on the game. But there are some games where it's like, okay, I'm ready to move on to something else now. And I feel like with Silksong being so long, there's like a risk of me getting fatigued. Okay, this guy's stuck. There we go. I was worried that I'd be unable to kill him.
Deplanitage power levels at 75%.
But yeah, I don't really have a problem with difficulty. Difficulty is a tricky thing. I like games that offer some challenge. It's not a requirement though. Depends on the genre. If it's like an RPG, then I definitely want more bite there. Especially because my desire for games to be challenging. Hold on, cards more important than whatever the heck I'm talking about. What did we just get? New Quartu. New Quartu is Chairman Drek's dream come true, but a nightmare for everyone else. Drek grew jealous of everyone else in the galaxy that had beautiful homes, so he destroyed them all, then took pieces of each planet and put them together to create his own planet. It should also be pointed out that Drek was not at the top of his class. Is that his real canonical reason? That he was jealous of everyone else's planets? That's a way less compelling reason than in the original game. In the original game, he just does it because he wants money, which is probably the most realistic motivation for someone being evil, really. Groovatron Glove can be upgraded to the Alpha Groovatron Glove, which emits Groovatrons with more lights for a longer duration. And we got a third card as well. What else do we get? We got this one earlier. Felton's brother Grimroth calls him a slacker, but Felton prefers to classify himself as a professional chillaxer who used Poketaru for its sun, scenery, and fishing. I swear we got a third card. I didn't quite catch what it was. Yeah, couldn't have been that important. Yeah, as I was saying about difficulty, it's a tricky thing, especially because I kind of have two play styles that kind of conflict with each other in that way. It's especially prominent with RPGs where, you know, they have a traditional leveling system where the more enemies you fight and the more you do, the stronger you get. It's tricky because being over-leveled is such a common thing for me when I play RPGs because I like doing lots of optional content. I like taking my time and doing all the stuff, and that causes me to be over-leveled sometimes, and I hate being over-leveled. But I still want to do all the stuff. It's tricky. So I tend to crank up the difficulty just to, you know, help with that, just to allow for the difficulty to be high without, even though I get over-leveled, and it usually works quite well. So that's usually my reason for having games be difficult. Silksong is not that kind of game, though. Or at least Hollow Knight isn't.
These must be the planets Drek intends to destroy.
I swear I can blow these up.
Can't let that happen.
Sweet. There's a gold bolt up there. Why was I able to destroy that planet? Maybe it was like a reference. Oh no, I can destroy that one too. Maybe I need a more powerful weapon. Alright. I have no idea why that dropped down. Is it because I destroyed all the planets? Oh, there we go. Character assassination. I think it might be a way to get this gold bolt. Ah, I forgot I don't have Clank. But yeah, Silksong being difficult is not really a problem, I don't think. One thing about, because like I recently replayed the original Hollow Knight, around about when Silksong came out, just so it was fresh in my mind, so that when I started Silksong, that, you know, it wouldn't be too difficult for me to get back in the groove. I definitely had a much easier time my second time around with Hollow Knight. There were certain fights that I remember taking me ages the first time around, that I managed to do pretty quickly, sometimes even on my first try. And then there were certain boss fights that I never even did in the original Hollow Knight that I managed to do, that I think the reason I didn't do them the first time around was because they're really difficult. But I was able to do them and I felt well proud. So I was like, if this is like the kind of difficulty that I can, if some of these like really difficult late game fights are the kind of difficulty that I should expect from most of Silksong, then I think I can handle it. It's just it might take me some time. I think an interesting thing about Silksong is that because something I've heard, and I believe it, is that because it was a game that was originally supposed to be DLC for the original Hollow Knight, it was kind of like really early on though, and then they just made it into its own game. They kind of feels like they balanced the difficulty around it being more of the first game, so that it like difficulty wise it kind of picks up where the first game left off in terms of its difficulty curve. Maybe not entirely. They probably, you know, adjusted it a bit when they decided to make it its own full game. But for the most part, it feels like it was a game made with like the original fans of the first game in mind. Which is interesting, so I'm glad I replayed the first game. And I kind of like the whole pattern memorization that comes with really difficult boss fights, like data battles in Kingdom Hearts. I really enjoyed for that. One thing that makes me nervous, though, is that something I've heard about in Silksong, that was a thing in the first game as well, but apparently it's more prominent in Silksong, which is concerning, is the running back to the fights when you die. Because, you know, you go back to the last like bench that you rested at when you die. And apparently they're spaced out, like, a lot. Like, the running back and forth to re-challenge a fight after dying, I never really got bothered by it. Not in my first playthrough and not in my recent replay of the original Hollow Knight did I ever really get bothered by that. But apparently it's like really, really prominent in Silksong that there's just so much running back and forth when you die. And I feel like dying isn't that annoying in the original Hollow Knight because you can try again pretty quickly, and fights are never super duper long on their own. It's just because of the amount of times that you're expected to die, the time adds up that way. But if there's like a lot of time spent just running back to the fight, it might not be very fun, huh? That's something that like makes me hesitant. Probably a bit silly. Anyway, Galactic Ranger HQ. The Galactic Ranger headquarters is where Captain Quark and the other Rangers monitor events across the galaxy and manufacture high-end custom weapons and gadgets. It's also the highest concentration of #HumbleBrag selfies across the 7 star systems. Oh yeah. Great. I love that modern yet also somewhat dated humor. That's the problem when using, like, that wasn't a meme, but it was like, you know, like, when I hate it when some movies like incorporate memes into their films for like jokes or whatever, because like inevitably it's going to be dated, isn't it? It's probably dated at the time the movie comes out anyway. Laser grids. Oh, whoops. This is also a unique area to this game. This area was not in the first game at all. Again, the Planetizer was not a location that you explored in the first game. It was just a giant gun. That was mainly more like it was a backdrop for a boss, for the final boss in the first game. That's a way you could put it. Is my Zircon leveled up yet? It's still at level 4.
Holy cow, that's a lot of tanks.
Can we destroy these tanks now and save us some trouble? That's a no. Okay, I should stop trying to use the sniper when I'm in open combat. It's just not gonna happen. Oh, dearie me.
Planetizer fully powered and ready to fire. Awaiting orders from Chair.
Ratchet, you have to shut it down.
There's another tank. My Zircons are going away pretty quickly. I don't really know how long Zircons are supposed to stay around for. I don't know if there's like a time limit or if they can take damage. I don't know. I never really pay attention. I just kind of deploy them and then forget about it. Oh, damn it. I should have put a Groovatron out. Oh, wait, I got a bunch of Raritanium now. Let's see. I'll upgrade the Combustor a bit because it's lacking. I'll do the same for the Fusion Grenade, except no, because there's no like yellow upgrades. I want to get those. So upgrade the Pixelizer. When enemies are defeated, this band mod occasionally stomps the asset ID of a single bolt, somehow transforming it into ammo. Alright. That sounds neat. Predator Launcher. Plasma Striker. Predator Launcher sucks right now, so I'm going to upgrade that. There we go, that should help. I'm surprised my Predator Launcher is level 4. I feel like I haven't been using it very much. Whoops. Okay, reinforcements are gonna prop up, so I'll get a Groovatron ready. Absolute chaos. Sometimes you can really get lost in all the destruction, but it's fine because you don't really need to see where you are in order to blow stuff up most of the time. You can get by. Yes, even the tank dances. Where are they coming from now? Oh, they're... Oh, crap. Let's get some more agents out. Can I only throw one at a time? Or can I throw a couple? My Groovatron's about to max out, and there it goes. Is that all of them? I think so. Hold on, there's cards. Consider trading cards, though. It's another pack. Oh, we've got Skid and Orvis. Okay, Skid marks a radical hoverboarder who signed a record deal for his deep and introspective spoken word poetry. Dude, whoa. I didn't really understand any of that. And then, who do we have here? Orvis, the greatest of all Zoni. Orvis not only created the Great Clock, he also created his son and Ratchet's best friend Clank. So Ratchet's father person. Also, apparently he's from the Zoni dimension, which is interesting. Huh. Architect of the Great Clock. Yeah, I like Orvis, he's fun. Sigmund. Originally a cleaner bot, Sigma 0426A was hired by Orvis to become junior caretaker of the Great Clock. After helping Ratchet and Clank save the universe, he was promoted to senior caretaker. Yes. Clank did that. I love A Crack in Time so much. It's like... I don't know if it's my favorite. I don't have a definitive answer on what my favorite Ratchet and Clank is. It's either Ratchet and Clank 3, Crack in Time, or Rift Apart. It's one of those three. I just couldn't really pick a favorite. They're all really good in their own ways. But Crack in Time is a really good one. I haven't played it in years. If only they would remaster it or port it in a way that doesn't require cloud. Why was Ratchet wearing an air helmet throughout this entire level if he doesn't need it?
Bravo, my boy! Bravo!
It's kind of random. Yeah, this game sure does like to have Ratchet just wear his air helmet at random points when it doesn't feel necessary.
Seriously, next level. I never had a proper plan.
What weapon is this anyway?
I spent my formative years underground, where everything was dark and wet and hot. And I was like,
oh, there he is.
No, I said I was a warrior.
The betrayal, the very obvious betrayal.
Quark? This is awkward.
I feel like Quark's whole like betrayal thing in this game is like paints him out to be even more of a massive arse than in the original. Because like in the first game, Quark doesn't have any friends or anything, so he's not like betraying anybody directly. He's just kind of selfish because he wants fame and money and stuff. That's the same thing here, except he's betraying his friends and team. And, you know, it's kind of like, wow, that's incredibly horrible of you. Although, I think in the movie they have a scene that isn't in this game, so it doesn't really... So, like, I think in the movie, if I vaguely recall, they have a scene where Drek is, like, trying to convince Quark to join him because all the spotlight's on Ratchet now and not on him. Which is also, like, very selfish of him, but, like, because that scene isn't in this game, it's even more weird. Oh, okay, he just explains it here. Okay, never mind.
Coolest moment, okay? I was confused. I thought I was doing the best thing for the galaxy.
Hey, you were doing the best thing for you.
Nobody asked you, Solitary Bill.
Then what happened? In the Hollow film, Ratchet ended up drifting in deep space for like weeks until he finally managed to assemble a gravity drive using an old ham radio and a banana.
Never happened.
I keep forgetting that this game is being told as a story.
In the wake of Novellis' destruction and
Is this another movie scene?
Galactic President Fironics has issued a galaxy-wide
Yeah, I think so. Because this environment looks way different than in the game.
Back, Clank. This is where I belong. You were right. Fame is overrated.
They really,
Especially when you're famous for causing a
really skip through some stuff, huh?
It was not a complete disaster.
Authorities are calling it a complete and utter disaster.
The evacuation of Novellis was successful. No one was killed or injured.
I find that hard to believe. That planet got blown up and nobody was killed. Maybe if they had enough time to evacuate. This is like future tech and stuff, so maybe they just evacuate super easily because of like ships everywhere. I remember in the first game though, there was a whole thing where the very same planet that got blown up in this game was under attack in the first game, and when you meet the plumber there, he's like the plumber says that he can't leave the planet, like he can't evacuate the planet before it's destroyed because he doesn't have enough money. Because everything in the first game just revolves around money. Everyone is constantly shaking you down for bolts for their own gain, which is, I don't know, it's kind of a cool element of that game. And you're telling me in this game everyone was able to evacuate pretty easily?
There is a major conjunction of every planet in the system tonight. If Umbris is destroyed, it will take the entire system with it.
Dr. Nefarious has just been using Drek. He wants the system destroyed under the Ranger's watch.
I have a plan to destroy the deplanetizer for good, but this time we'll need to take a more covert approach. I'm going to need a few things first. Head to the Gadgetron headquarters on Kalebo 3, and I'll send you further instructions.
Oh yes, the Gadgetron headquarters. I always really liked this level in the first game. I was actually playing this for the first time. I remember being really excited to go to it because I was like, oh my god, they kept it. Okay, we got Clank back. I don't remember why we're going to Kalibo 3. And if there are any other planets that we go to after this. I think we just go to Kalibo 3 and then back to the Deplanetizer. They don't do the thing that the first game did where you go back to Veldin and it's all under attack and stuff. Because the Deplanetizer is its own location in this game. Oh, we need the Gadgetron Hollow guys. That's why we're here. And then we go back to the Planetizer. So this is just like a little pit stop, really. But I'm glad, because this was always one of my favorite levels in the first game. I don't know why exactly. I think it was just a nice change of pace. Especially because this was a point in the game where I think I just also like the aesthetic. It's nice and bright and sunny, and it's very vibrant, colourful. And I always liked the third act of the original Ratchet & Clank because it's like during the entire second act of that game, Ratchet and Clank are arguing with each other and they hate each other. And I never liked that part of the game because, well, I'm a simple person. I don't like it when characters I like are fighting. Also, it just feels like they're so unnecessarily... Well, Ratchet, really. Clank is not all that. It feels like they're very unnecessarily hurtful for, like... Not no reason, but it feels like a bit overkill. On Ratchet's end, Clank doesn't ever really argue with Ratchet unless Ratchet starts something up first. But throughout the entire second act, Ratchet will take any opportunity to call out Clank for being stupid, or to just put him down, or make him feel bad, or, you know, just say something mean, and I don't like it. I don't have anything against, like, an arc where the characters aren't on good terms, but it feels so overkill when Ratchet takes any opportunity to just, like, say the meanest stuff. And I never really liked the second act of the original Ratchet & Clank because of that. And I feel like I associate this planet with good times is because at this point of the original game, they've made up. So it's like, yay, we're back to having fun. And we're hanging out. Also, this is just a really cool concept for a level because it's the Gadgetron headquarters, you know, which is like the weapons vendor that you've been buying weapons from the whole game. You get to see where the magic happens. It's cool. It's a cool idea. Let's see, we've got a new weapon, the Sheepinator. This beam can transmogrify enemies into harmless, woolly, grass-fed creatures. Sheepinating a sheep causes a powerful paradox explosion. I don't understand any of that. Yeah, the Sheepinator is from Ratchet & Clank 2. It's this game's silly transformation gadget. A lot of the games have them. Like, the first game had the Morpho Ray, which I believe turns enemies into chickens, and then Ratchet & Clank 2 has the Sheepinator. It doesn't use up ammo, which is handy. And then, I think Ratchet & Clank 3 had like the Quacko Ray, which turns enemies into ducks. And then there was like the Chimpo-Matic, which turns enemies into chimps. So yeah, the useful thing about the transformation weapons is that they don't take ammo. They don't use ammo, they're just a beam. All you have to do is hold the beam on the enemy for a certain amount of time, and they'll transform. But the enemy will sometimes take longer to transform depending on what it is. Like the smaller ones transform basically immediately. Oh, I forgot, this place has a hoverboard course. I'm pretty sure you do the hoverboard race on this planet as well, like in the first game. It'd be pretty lame if you didn't. Is the hoverboard course like hidden under the water like it is in the original game? I can't really tell. Because like in the original game, the hoverboard track that you race on was just kind of underwater, and then when you do it, it's not underwater. It feels like they just needed the race track to exist somewhere in the level, so that they don't have to like load it in, I guess. So they were just like, oh, let's just put it underwater, and you could still very clearly see it if you look. But it's like, oh, whatever. I'm pretty sure in this game, though, they actually make it so they have to drain the water to reveal the track, so they make the fact that they hid it under the water in the original like an actual thing in this game, which is actually a good change, I think.
Not yet.
Give
but
this
we'll
game
work
credit
on
where
it.
it's due.
Just had to take care of a few things first.
Copy that. Good luck.
Do love a grind boot segment. Yeah, we've got secret area. I think we're gonna get gold bolt. Crap. Oh, this is where you get the Map-O-Matic in the original, and you meet the help desk lady who has the most beautiful voice. I don't think she's in this though. Lame. Oh, you still get the Map-O-Matic though.
Sweet.
So this is like a map upgrade that shows you secret areas and collectibles and stuff so that you can backtrack, and it makes things a bit easier. Usually get those kinds of upgrades near the end of the game. Go to the Gadatron break room. Oh, okay, I think this area was in the original too.
Sheepinator test chamber has been closed due to rampant sheepinating. Enter at your own risk.
Sheepinating.
Looks like the Blarg tried breaking in and got sheepinated. Excuse me, fellas.
I just murdered a bunch of people. Yeah, I think this room was in the original game, but I think it was like a secret area that was difficult to get to. Yeah, they just have a teleporter to it, like, why not? Just get some cards.
How many times have I told you? The Groovatron room is not a place to hold your problems. Clear out of there.
The sheep look weird in this game. They look so much cuter in Ratchet Clank 2. I like the little underwater bit they have here. That little aquarium bit, that's kind of weird. Don't know if that was a thing in the original. That was just on— oh, crap. I'm getting jump scared by those little saw blade guys today. Okay, we've got the test chambers. Fusion grenade. Yeah, these little death chambers were a thing in the original too, but I imagine the weapons are different because the weapons in this game are different. I think that there were test chambers in the original for the Walloper, the Pyrocitor, the Bomb Glove, and maybe the Devastator? I don't recall. Oh, there's a lot of enemies. Still haven't fully upgraded my Combustor yet. It's the first weapon you get. It's just not all that good at this point in the game, so... Whoops, I'm getting fired. Fired at, rather. enemies. I wish I could just attack them from here. Oh, damn. Oh, maybe I can, because this window is very broken. Oh, hello, cards. Can you, like, not shoot at me for a sec while I look at trading cards? Cragmites and something else. I didn't catch it. Here we are, tools of destruction. Cragmites, ugly, violent, annoying creatures known for their warmongering and hubris. The Lombaxes fought the Cragmites in the Great War, which resulted in the downfall of both races. From planet Repor. And the Groovatron Mine. I haven't seen this one. A silent and slightly creepy individual with a painted face that compels you to dance whenever you... Oh wait, it's a Groovatron Mime, sorry. Oh, this is from Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault. That explains it. I haven't played that one. And I probably won't ever play that one. Most likely, just because it's like a tower defense game and I'm not really into that. And apparently it's not even that great anyway. Okay, Sandshark Valley. Iridia is, ahem, swimming with sand sharks. Particularly in the creatively named Sandshark Valley, where you definitely do not want to go barefoot. But Ratchet doesn't wear shoes in the original game. I think the original, like the first game, is the only game in the series where Ratchet doesn't wear shoes. In all the other games, he appreciates footwear. Is this glass actually here? Then how is he able to shoot at me? Maybe it was like kind of clipping into the floor a little bit. Surprised my Zircon isn't fully leveled up yet. Okay, and more weapon testing. Getting so many bolts. Let's do my Glove of Doom. Okay, they're still testing with the Pyrosita now. I'll use mine, why not? Although I'm being forced to strafe with it when I hold the fire button, which is weird. Oh, I might die. Yeah, I'm being locked into a strafing position. Kind of difficult.
I do hope the Blarg have not procured any of Gadgetron's more powerful weapons.
I would very much like to snipe. There we go. Nice. Nearly fully upgraded my Plasma Striker. Almost. Maybe just like a couple more enemies and it'll be good. Oh right, I'm forgetting to use my Sheepinator. See, let's upgrade my Proton Drum. I don't think it's worth sniping those. Maybe I can use a Proton Drum and like just like chuck it. There we go. That works. camera keeps shifting downwards for some reason here. The camera keeps on pointing down when I'm trying to shoot. It's weird. Annoying. There is a secret over here. I remember it. Same in the original. Oh, we can shimmy across. Oh. Thought I was just supposed to jump. Do I have any more extras? I almost have all the gold bolts. Appearance, hide the HUD, and get more paints for my ship. Chrome-tastic. Okay, a bit too reflective for my liking. Quark green. It's kind of interesting. Not really for me. I'll just stick with the original. I don't even like the original that much, but all the others are I like even less. Spherical spheres for bolts. So are there any bolts around that I can test that on? They look so pretty. I don't know what that's supposed to be a reference to, because all the other bolt styles seem to be a reference to something. Don't know what those colourful orbs might be. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of games that use orbs.
Some bad news, it looks like our attempt to call the authorities has been met with.
Damn it, okay. Don't use my snipe. I keep forgetting about my sheepinator. I should be using that more. Because it's very much underleveled compared to everything else. I'm not going to be able to max out every level before the end of the game, but I like to still try. It's just fun. Okay, I'm not doing great health-wise. Oh, it's just sheep. I just wasted my ammo for nothing. Oh, Ratchet, in your puns. Get this sheep's ass out of my face! Okay, there we go. It's hard to snipe when you have sheep butt. How did that not kill it? This area used to be a lot more challenging in the original because it had the guys with jetpacks with the rocket launchers that fire at you from really far away. But apparently that's a glitch on the PS3 remastered version, which is quite a bit buggier than the original PS2 version. There's like a glitch where the guys with the rockets that shoot at you in this level have way further range than they're supposed to. So they'll be able to fire at you from pretty much any distance. They're not supposed to be able to do that, but they do. It doesn't really, like, break the game, though. It makes things, I guess it does make things a bit harder, but not by too much. You can still just avoid them. Just more Glove of Doom. Maybe the reason why this game's soundtrack isn't so memorable is because I can't hear it over all the chaos. But that would go for most Ratchet Clank games though, and I feel like a lot of the music in the older games is very memorable. Particularly the original trilogy. I think the original trilogy has some bops. I think the first game probably has the best soundtrack for me. Maybe that might be my nostalgia talking because I played it a lot. Like, going into the PS3 era, the music isn't as, like, catchy and toe-tapping, but it's still good and serves the game well. I think they got a different composer. It would be cool if they got the original composer back for a game. That'd be neat. Okay, we got some carnage. Oh, is my Groovatron fully maxed out? Oh, that's cool. When did that happen? I don't remember. I should use my pixelizer. Oh wait, I should use my sheepinator. This is like a good room for it. I like the colors. I like the rainbowy effect when they explode. Oh yeah, this is a good spot to level up my sheepinator. I think when you max it out in the second game, it turns into it makes sheep into black sheep, which are explosive. You know, just like in real life.
Let's find that hoverboard course. We have to be close to it now.
Oh, it's this guy. Except he's more down with the youth.
Ratchet and Clank here at Gadgetron. The name's Wendell Lumos. I'm the CEO of
He's gonna give us a discount that doesn't kick in for 2 years.
Weapons, Mr. Loomis. Listen, Clank and I are on a mission to save the galaxy, and we need one of your hollow guises.
For free.
Afraid we're out of that product. Those darn blarg have been raiding our stockpiles. Minor security issues.
Ratchet is very happy about this bad news. Oh, now he's angry. Oh, and he's happy again.
Are you still accepting new competitors?
Of course, but as you can see, we're having a little bit of a flood problem.
Yeah, the flood. They made the flood. The fact that the course is under the water is now part of the. It's like an actual thing. And you got to use the hydro displacer to fix it. It kind of adds up. It's like a really good change, actually. It all makes sense. Because you don't drain the water in the original, it's just kind of under the water, and then when you do the race, it's no longer underwater. And there's no explanation.
I have just been notified that our security drones have cleared the... Ready?
Sweet. The way that these races work in the original, because you raced here in the original too, but it felt more like a survival thing than a race. Because you're racing against a bunch of robots that you can shoot and kill. And it feels more like it's less of a race and more just a kill the competition. Because it gets them out of the race. Okay, I imagine I gotta get the same shortcuts to get all the stuff. I sure hope this guy doesn't, as the announcer, doesn't point out the obvious when I'm using a boost pad. I do generally prefer the way the hoverboard works in this game over the original, actually. I like the boost system. Oh, I should have boosted. How about I just stop over? I was trying to get that shortcut. I think I need to boost in order to make it, though.
And give the race another go.
Is that a sheep? I also appreciate how all the other races are actually different looking. In the original game, they all looked exactly the same. I mean, here they just look like altered versions of the same character, but it's still something. It's like the same basic model, just slightly altered with different outfits and colors. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. And there's a gold bolt. Okay, there's only one more gold bolt, and I think it's the one that was on the deplanetizer before that I can get. I assume. Maybe I could get it, and I just didn't try hard enough. I don't really know. Whoops. Yeah, getting bolts fills up my boost meter a little bit as well. Oh dear. made the shortcut, but at what cost? Yeah, the Hollow Guys works differently in this game than it did in the original. In the original, it turns you into a robot. A little silly little robot. And it's kind of adorable. It was also a little bit annoying because your movement sucks. But that's kind of the point. In this game, the Hollow Guys is a bit different. Also, it feels more like a hollow disguise in this game. So more true to the name, I guess. Uh-oh, I might lose. Oh, did I lose? Ah, oh, no, he snuck in at the last second. Oh, that sucks. He looks so sad. That's only the bronze race, too. It's supposed to get harder. I do like how they have different cups for the races. You know, in the first game, it was just the one. You got one on Planet Rilgar, and then one here, and that's it. I like how there's 3 different cups. You can get some bolts for winning. You didn't get any cash prizes in the original for winning. Which would have been actually pretty helpful because bolts are so scarce in the first game. The game was probably designed around that, but still, it's nice getting money. Who doesn't love some extra monies? Yeah, hitting these 3 gates activates the shortcut on the right, and they were way harder to get in the original. You have to be very careful. You actually had to try and not boost, because it's easier to get them when you're going slower. Okay, I'm gonna go down this way first just to get some more crates. Whoops, that's gonna cost me... I'm in second now. How are they catching up?
Ratchet, I'd really like to give you this Hollow Guys, but you gotta win first.
That's enough from the peanut gallery, please. I'm running out of boost at this bit a lot, so I just go real slow. How do they get ahead of me? How do they go so fast? There we go. That was surprisingly tricky, considering that's just the bronze race. I don't know if the silver and gold races are too much difficult in terms of the racer AI, but they put more hazards in the track.
Congratulations! Here's your Hollow Guys. Do me a favor. When you use it, post your thoughts on the social medias. The kids love their social medias. Hashtag Gadgetron.
I hate that. Oh, Tech Head. Acquire every gadget. Cool. I guess we didn't have all the gadgets. And Radical. Win the hoverboard race. Okay. Let's do the Silver Cup. Get some more monies. Yeah. You just kind of assumed that Ratchet had the social medias. I wonder what social medias exists in the Ratchet & Clank universe. Yeah, I don't know if the racer AI is tougher on the harder cups, but there are more hazards around, so... No, I'm not! What are you talking about? I'm not in last place. I was so agitated by that my voice went all cracky. I think I was in last place, but then I quickly slipped into first through the shortcut. Maybe. He keeps saying that every time I go down the shortcut. I think he's just crazy. Maybe I should go down the main path instead of just going down the shortcuts all the time, because they have crates and they can give me extra boosts, so it might be more worth it to mix it up and go down the other path. You know what, I'm going to do that. I'm ahead anyway, I should be fine. No, never mind. He caught up. How does he do that? If I had gone down the shortcut, let me guess, I probably would have won, huh? Surprisingly tricky. I don't remember the races here being difficult. Maybe I'm just bad. That's an entirely distinct possibility. Oh, that's what the sheep sound I heard earlier was. It was just my sheepinator. Oh dear, I nearly got blown up. Yeah, the way the boost works in this game with the hoverboard is different to the way it works in the original. I'm pretty sure in the original you only got boost from landing tricks, so crates and also these rings I'm going through doesn't impact. They're not a thing. Yeah, so the way the boost works in the original is that it fills up a bar on the left, like it does here, but it's just one big bar instead of 3 segments. And the boost is something you hold. You hold it down and then it gradually drains as you boost, where in here it's segments, where you just press the button and you boost for a few seconds. So it's kind of like going from Sonic Unleashed on the Wii to the HD Sonic Unleashed. It's kind of the difference in the way the boost works in those versions of those games as well. Except the other way around. Okay, I'm gonna go down this way. Let's mix it up a bit. Extra crates, extra boost. I've caught up with the guy in last. There we go. Okay, going down the main pathway I think helped me out there. Now I just gotta do the gold. Everyone else is so grumpy looking. Are they going to kill me? They can try. Okay, gold. I get the real mega monies for this one.
The galaxy might be in danger, but there's also a gold cup race we could do.
I don't know what to tell you, Ratchet, but we are currently doing it. Okay, there's explosives all over the place now. Okay, I'm going down the main path. This is pretty tricky, because like, they're really far ahead of me. Whoa! Oh, what, really? Well, this is a lost cause. Let me try again. I jumped too good. Yeah, so we got the Gadgetron Holo guys. I don't think it's a gadget that I can use whenever, though. Actually, none of the gadgets are really like that. It's not, there aren't really... The gadgets in this game kind of work more like the other, like, PS3 games, where they're not gadgets that you have to equip and use. They just kind of pop up automatically when you need them, which is probably more intuitive. And you don't have to load up your weapon wheel with gadgets for convenient access, because it's all just automatic. So the Holo guys is similar to that, but it just kind of shows up It just kind of activates for a segment of the game. Like in the original, you could use the holo guys whenever you wanted to. There's no reason for you to do that. It's not useful at all, aside from where you're intended to use it. But you can if you want, you know, if you want to be silly. I don't think you can do that with the holo guys in this game. Yeah, this race is surprisingly challenging. Running out of boost. Okay, I should be good, right? There we go. Oh, we got Rhino. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. I even got the trophy for it. No. Let's check out the card I got. The Rhino 4 Proto Suit. No, 6, I mean. I've got the I and the V mixed up. This is from All for One. I've never played it. But I do know about this one. It's the only Rhino that's not a gun, it's a suit. You can construct this proto-suit by finding all of Dr. Croyd's critters and completing his challenges from All for One, 2011. Still missing a couple rhinos. So where are those? I think I'll need to backtrack and find them. So I've obviously missed them. Now that I have the Map-O-Matic, should be able to just find them pretty easily. I hope that the planet select screen tells me which planets I still need to find them on. Because before it only did that with the gold bolts. So I'm hoping now that I have the Map-O-Matic, it'll do that for me. Let's see, what do I want? Peacemaker, Mr. Zircon, Groover Bomb, Glove of Doom. Let's do Glove of Doom. I think we've done everything here. Some, yeah, it's a Raritanium, but it's fine. Yeah, now that we've like undrained the water, or drained the water, the track is just always there. Instead of just being hidden. Is this a movie scene? I don't think so. No, I don't think this is. But it's got a cute little art style.
For a short period of time. While in disguise, they should be able to get past the Deplanetizer's primary shields.
Yeah, so the Holo Guys turns you into Captain Quark instead of a robot.
From there, they'll need to access the Deplanetizer's Starcracker room. The Deplanetizer uses a gravity stabilizer to position itself over its target. By extracting the stabilizer, the Deplanetizer will drift off from its target and become vulnerable to our attack. Once Ratchet and Clank give the word, we'll activate our new Mad Boosters, flip the Deplanetizer, and save the galaxy!
I couldn't help but notice in that illustration that Ratchet was in his original outfit. Or his earlier outfit, which I much prefer over the Galactic Ranger uniform. Okay, the game does not tell me where the Rhino cards are. So I'm just going to have to land on each planet individually and check the map. And I can't skip any of these scenes. I highly doubt it's going to be on Velden. Unless, because I'm missing 2. Maybe one of them is in the Deplanetizer. Oh cool, I can just look at all the maps here and now. Oh wait, but it's not showing any icons. Because I'm not there. What's the point of that? I wonder actually, can I explore the space station now that I have the O2 mask?
Where to next? We can now infiltrate the Deplanetizer.
In the because in the original game, there's the Clank segment that you have to do as Clank because it's out in space and you can't breathe in space. But now I have an air helmet and the O2 mask. In the original game, once you get the O2 mask, you can explore outside as Ratchet instead, because he can actually breathe then. Do they allow the same thing here, or is it just Clank only? Send Clank to explore. No, I don't think you can explore as Ratchet. It's a shame. Oh, excuse me, I'm sneezy today. Bless me. Hope I'm not come down with a cold. That's what my parents think, though, every time I sneeze. I sneeze a lot. I think I sneeze more than the average person. Every time, sometimes when I do, my parents are like, "Oh my god, are you sick?"
Let's pick a new planet.
I'm like, I just sneezed just once. People do it. I sneeze a lot in general. Sometimes it almost comes off like, do you want me to be sick? Do you want me to have a cold? Because one time everyone caught a cold in my house except for me. And then I was starting to sneeze a bit, and then my parents were like, "Oh no, it seems like you caught a bug." And I'm like, "No, I feel fine, I'm just sneezing." And it's like, "But do you want me to have caught it?" I did actually end up catching the cold though, so she actually did end up being right, but still. I wouldn't jump to that conclusion, which I think my parents do a lot. Okay, so apparently there's some cards over there. I don't know if it's a rhino, but I'll grab it. And this platforming segment is so much easier in this game, just because of the tighter controls, I guess. I think we just drop down here. Are these rhinos? No, I think it's just a regular pack. Oh, we got Alaris. There we go. Where is that? Here we are. Ilaris is in charge of developing Galactic Ranger gear and providing technical support. She is one of the smartest women in the galaxy and completely dedicated to her job. And she's from planet Kerwan. Neat. I don't know why her name seems familiar to me. I mean, aside from in this game. Maybe there's another. I feel like there's another character I'm aware of who has the same name or a similar name.
My training course not only builds muscle, it builds character.
Okay, so that wasn't a rhino card. Sucks that the game doesn't show me the collectibles when I switch over to other maps. It's very inconvenient. I am only missing two, right? Two rhino cards. Yeah, this one and this one. I wouldn't be surprised if the last holo card is on the deplanetizer right before the final boss, because they sometimes be doing that. They don't want to get the rhino too early. Usually it's kind of, the rhino is kind of intended to be something you get for challenge mode, New Game Plus. You can typically get it on your first playthrough most of the time. Well, not so much in the original trilogy, because you have to pay for it, where in later games you have to build it by finding all the plans and stuff, which you can easily do in your first playthrough.
Need some coordinates.
Okay, let's go to Iridia and check there. It would be handy if they showed you if you got all the Rhino cards from a planet. I think other games do that, this game does not. And I do very much wish you could skip these ship cutscenes. It's not very long, but they add up. Okay. Nothing? Let's go. I like to think I was pretty thorough going through all these planets on my first go, so... Rilgar. This is where I'm supposed to take all the holo cards. I don't know if there's a card here I missed. Oh, there is a secret area. Haven't I been there already? That's like the sewer bit, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the sewer segment. I'm pretty sure I've been there already. And if there were cards, then it would show it, so... I already know where the final gold bolt is, so... It's like that sewer segment was highlighted green. Even though I've already been there. Okay, Gaspar. I could see a Rhino card being hidden here, because there's so many... It's quite a big planet. It's funny how they made what was one of the smallest planets in the original game one of the biggest in this one. Oh. Okay, oh, there's cards. Don't know if it's the Rhino, but we'll go look. Any cards are still good. I should have just flown with the jetpack. I thought this grind rail would just take me to where I needed to be. Also, I thought it looked cool and there were bolts on it, so... Okay, I want to go up there. I think on that building, just behind it, I'm running out of fuel. And there's a refueling station over there. Should be right here. Oh, hello. Oh, this is it. It's quite a sneaky hiding place. The Harbinger. I think this is from Deadlocked. So it's not technically a Rhino, but it's Rhino adjacent. Vox Industries' answer to the Rhino. This weapon shoots out rockets that paint the ground with targets for an orbital ion cannon strike. I've only played Deadlocked once. And I think I remember what the Rhino was like. I think I got it. Well, not the Rhino, I mean Harbinger. Same difference. Yeah, I've only played Deadlocked the once. I had already seen like all the cutscenes before, so I already knew. I'm quite familiar with the game's story. But I only actually played it the once. It was right before Rift Apart came out a few years ago. I wanted to sort of marathon through all the Ratchet Clank games just on my own time for fun before Rift Apart came out because I was super excited. And because I had never played Deadlocked by then, I'd only ever like seen the cutscenes. I thought now's as good a time as any to give it a go for the first time. And I enjoyed it. It was a shorter game than I expected, actually. Then again, Ratchet and Clank games in general aren't all that long. But it didn't feel like it went on for too long. I'd like to stream it soon, because I think that'd be fun. I'd like to stream through all the Ratchet and Clank games, really, except for the ones that I haven't played and don't really care about too much, like All for One or Q-Force. All the main ones, you know. Does mean I'll have to dig up the PS3. I don't typically like streaming with the PS3 because it's kind of a hassle. Not only is my PS3 a little bit buggy and doesn't read discs very well, which is a problem because a handful of my Ratchet and Clank games are on the disc, so I just kind of have to hope that it works.
Let's pick a new planet.
Or figure out something else. But also, because my capture card that I use to capture gameplay footage from my consoles, like my PS5 and my Switch, it doesn't work with the PS3 on its own. I don't know what it's called. It's like, there's a thing on these consoles called like HDCP or something. I might be getting the acronym wrong, but it's something like that. From my understanding, basically what it does is that it's kind of like a security measure that these consoles have built into them that prevents, I don't know, like outside things from, I don't know, for my, what's relevant to me is that it prevents capture cards from capturing footage from consoles when this HDCP thing, again I probably got the letters wrong, is enabled. What's handy though is that modern systems like the PS5 and the Switch have simply a toggle to switch it off. So you can just have that off and then you can use your capture device on it. The PS3 unfortunately has no such option, at least not mine. Maybe newer models have, like later models have that option. Mine definitely does not. I've got a PS3 Slim, which is... Maybe it just doesn't have that feature in it, I don't know. So because, maybe it's something that all PS3s have, I am not sure. But because of that, I have to use a HDMI splitter, which bypasses it instead. So there's a workaround. You just plug in the capture card into the splitter, then you plug the splitter into the PS3, and that bypasses that security thing that allows the capture card to capture footage from it. But it's still a little bit weird, like OBS recognizes it kind of weirdly, and I have to readjust the sizes of the windows and stuff. It's just a bit more of a hassle, and then I have to plug in an extra thing, and it takes up space, and there's more wires everywhere, and it's just a bit of a hassle.
We should make t-shirts. You're making a big mistake. You have no idea the kinds of evil he's capable of.
Do I feel my
Oh, it's nefarious, innit? He's green in this game.
You died in a prison escape.
In the original, we saw flashbacks of what he looked like before he was... Because, like, him being organic and then becoming a robot was a thing in the original, like, canon as well. But he looked different in the flashbacks we saw in Ratchet and Clank 3. They made him green.
That was fun! And t-shirts would be a good idea. Good.
He's on like a scooter, it's adorable.
Should we...
Sheepinator, one of my personal favorites. It's time.
I'm not a big fan of the transformation weapons, personally. I get that they're just for silly fun, but I feel like in terms of their utility, they're not that useful. It's pretty evil. Okay, we're back at the Deplanetizer. Now we can go do the thing. This is the final level of the game. We are here. This is also... after I got the Rhino card from Gaspar, I continued to go back to the other planets as well. That was just because I thought that the final Rhino card would be here, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I wanted to check the other planets just in case. feel like I was saying something before. Whatever. I forgot. Okay, it is time. Yeah, so the final Rhino card's got to be here, which means I have to get it and then leave to go get the Rhino made and then come back again. Or not. You know, you're kind of expected to save it for challenge mode, really, but I'd like to have it anyway. It'd be pretty handy for the final boss. I remember the final boss being a decent challenge, so...
Better try out the hollow guys before going any further.
Hold on, I should upgrade my weapons first. What could use it? No, Group of Bomb is already maxed out. Peacemaker's already maxed out. Plasma Slayer is almost maxed out, I think. I'll do Predator Launcher.
Access denied.
Oh, right. Oh, the Hollow Guys is on the wheel? Oh, that's weird.
Bulging pectorals detected.
Okay, so I guess it is a gadget that you can just activate whenever. Interesting. I guess I was wrong, fair enough. Right. So this is kind of like a segment from the original game where you have to sneak around and make sure the robots don't hit the buttons.
Detected.
But in the original, that segment didn't take place here. Again, this isn't really a place in the first game.
It's so much more fun on the dark side, am I right?
On the dork side. Yeah, I think I'm good as long as I don't let him hit that button, so I can just kill him. Would be good to kill him with Plasma Launcher. Okay, got to keep an eye out for collectibles. There's a gold bolt coming up. I think it's the last one as well. Whoops. I thought I'd get killed or something if I stepped on that. All right.
Captain Quark, you look very heroic today.
Just have to kind of jump because I can't jump when I'm using the Hollow Guys. So I just have to do it when they're not looking. Okay, so we're back here. I think I just need to take him out. I think in this game, if they touch the button, it's like instant death. In the original, it's more like it sends an alarm that alerts all the other robots and fires like these really deadly turrets at you. But you can escape it or like can avoid it. But in this game, I think it's just like immediate death, so let's try and avoid that. A lot of these little segments are actually very similar to Planet Core 2 in the original game.
You're looking smashing today.
Just in a different location. Okay, there isn't even a button here for him to press. Oh! Okay, well I was right about it being immediate death.
Identification successful. Welcome, Captain.
Okay, so I won't kill this guy. I'll wait for him to turn around, and then I'll slip past him. Yes, because we've got all these other guys. I've got to go for the guy with the button. There's a button up there, too. Let's use a proton drum, keep him busy. Man, he got close. He was tanking all the damage and just getting close to that button. I had to actually wrench him. Which I don't usually do because it's wasting XP on a weapon that doesn't upgrade.
The door is locked. We should find another way through.
Okay, so this wasn't available before, so I think. I might be wrong, I don't know. I don't remember doing this ledge grabbing thing. I do appreciate how much better the ledge shimmying and grabbing is in this game compared to the original. It's really slow in the original. But here it's so seamless, and you can just like grab these bits so easily and quickly. Also, I like the sound that his hands are making when you shimmy. Like very ASMR. It's like he's playing patty cake. Oh, hello. Wish we could do like a hanging stealth kill. Okay, we're safe. I think you can customize your weapon wheel in this game.
Captain Quark, you look very heroic today.
Okay, we're getting close to that gold bolt. Don't want to miss it. Also, the cards. There's cards over there, which I think is a previous area. So we'll have to go a little bit out of our way to get it. Okay, there's the button. Let's see, I'll get you with this. Throw out one of these. Throw out one of these. Whatever gets them away from the button. I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm using weapons that I don't want to use. Is that all of them? Nope. Very not. Now, my fusion grenade is really underleveled compared to everything else. I just haven't been using it. The early game weapons just always get really outclassed at a certain point. It's a thing in every Ratchet Clank game. In one of the games, they did try to address it. That common thing where early game weapons just get really outclassed and forgotten, which I don't even think is a bad thing. It's just something that's inevitably going to happen. In most games, that's the case. But they tried to sort of address it a little bit by making it so that in Ratchet Clank: A Crack in Time, the sort of typical bomb glove, blaster, and shotgun weapons, which are usually the prime example of weapons that get outclassed very easily, they made the Constructo line of weapons, where they're special weapons that can be given like modifiers to make them more powerful or give them different effects, just to make them feel more worth using. They're still not that great damage-wise though, so it didn't really entirely fix the problem. By Groovatron, that should help. Can't let him get close. Should I try sheepinating? It's taking too long. I don't want to use my Peacemaker because it's already fully leveled up. Just throwing XP away. I don't have that many high power damaging weapons to get them off my back. Oh my god. No, you don't. The buzz blades, maybe. Okay, that was close. They just kept on like sneaking up on me there. Okay, there's the golden bolt. Now, looks like we've got some moving platforms now. They weren't there before. Ah, we can grab on these. Oh, we got a little Zircon now, because we fully upgraded our Zircon. Oh, we got the Ultimate Explorer.
And he felt very proud of himself, as well he should.
Do we get something for that? Like anything special? Cheats? Infinite ammo, game speed, appearance settings? We get all of this stuff. We get Dan Johnson. Lovely. You know, we get all that stuff. I think we also get access to the Insomniac warehouse. Oh, hello. We got, like, concept art and stuff. Weapons. Environments. The original game. I like that art. That's cool. Neat. Yeah, I think getting all the gold bolts gives you access to the Insomniac warehouse, museum, whatever they're calling it. Can I not get in here? Because I really need to do that. Maybe we come back and go through there. I think. I'm gonna hope that's the case, because otherwise I can't get the Rhino card.
Bulging pectorals detected.
Right, okay, I'm gonna wait for that guy to turn. He'll probably be alerted to me if I hit these mines too, so better avoid that. Yeah, I might have been able to make that. Having the hollow guys disguise you as Captain Quark is a fun idea. I'm almost kind of surprised they didn't do it before this. In A Crack in Time, you disguise yourself as Dr. Nefarious, which was a fun sequence.
Hello, Captain Quark. You look very heroic today.
Oh, camera. So we can use our Magna Boots. I mentioned it earlier, but I really like the visual effect on the floor when you're using the Magna Boots. Kind of how like the hexagon pattern on the floor kind of lifts up a bit. It's a really cool effect. I think they use the same thing in Rift Apart as well. One thing that this game doesn't have, that the game before this one was Into the Nexus, and one thing that that game introduced was with the gravity boots or the Magna boots or whatever, was the ability to jump. I forget what they call it, like a hollow jump. I don't know. Where you can essentially like stand on a magnetic surface and then target another one and then jump between them. And then Rift Apart brought that back as well, but the game didn't really use it a ton. I thought it was cool, and I'm glad they brought it back. They don't have it in this game though. Magna boots are very underutilized in this game, though. See, Predator launcher. Yeah, let's keep going with that.
That's how it's done.
Proton drum.
Abs detected.
Okay, I just get to the other end of this room, hit the button. Or, well, not hit the button, I'll just defend the button from over here, get out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna throw down a Groovatron, and a Proton Drum, and a Glove of Doom, and I'm gonna Buzzblade everyone. Don't know if there's a way to do this without alerting any enemies at all and just doing it completely stealth-wise. I don't really know. I feel like you kind of have to, because I can't use the Trespasser without being noticed, so... Buzzblades. More of them. Send out another Glove of Doom. There's the Proton Drum fully maxed out. Nice. They're dropping so many bolts. Is that all of them? No, it is not. And the Predator launcher maxed out. Oh, more approaching? Yep. Okay, can't use that. More Gloves of Doom. Buzzblades. Buzzblades have almost been leveled up. And okay, we're good. Oh, look at all these bolts. Absolutely delicious. Alright, I think we just gotta plug this in. Oh man, this looks like one of those puzzles that doesn't look all that complicated, but it is actually really. That's not gonna work. Okay, I'm just gonna randomly rotate the rings around until it works. Damn, that strategy failed. Okay. Alright, I'll think it through. So we've got this one. This can slot there as well, but it blocks that one. So yeah, this can only really go here. This blocks that, so that's a no. Can also do this, but it blocks that, so this ring just isn't useful at all. That blocks that. And that blocks that, so this ring can't be used either. Weird. So maybe this one... Oh man, I'm getting like a little bit lost here. Okay, how about I go start inwards and go out? So that's this one's no good. That one's no good. That works. That's no good. That works. No, that's not gonna work. That works if it wasn't for this. I could just have the game solve it for me, but I don't want to do that. Ah, I can't do that without blocking that one. Alright, start outwards and go in. So we've got these two, it doesn't work. This one. Can't do that. Can do that. And then this, like that. Nope, that doesn't work. Oh, damn it. There's no way to do this without it blocking something else. Yeah, this Trespasser puzzle was not in the original. Otherwise I might have done it by now. No, this one has to go here. Oh, I did it.
Got it.
Okay,
Looks like the gravity stabilizer is inside the ship's core.
I'll be honest, I don't know what I did there. I just started moving the rings around.
Uh-oh. Looks like the hollow guys won't fool them anymore.
Okay, no more sneaking. Can I just jump the gap? I don't know if I can jump that. Be quicker than using the Magna Boots. Oh wait, I can swing shot.
Attention, all personnel. Please note that we are now on a
Okay, now I think is when we go back to the area that we were at before and get the cards we're missing.
we have completed deplanetization.
I've been neglecting the Sheepinator so much. For enemies like these, it just takes ages to sheep them. Good for smaller enemies like these little robot dogs. Like these dogs. Yeah, using the Sheepinator is just gonna get me killed. I'm just gonna use my other weapons. Yeah, that's fully upgraded. The Pixelizer's still level 3. There we are. Level 4.
Detect more blarg in the area.
Let's see what to use. I still haven't maxed out my combustor. Send out some more agents.
See? Nothing to it.
Oh wait, I could probably pixelize these guys and it'll work a bit better because of the spread shot. There's so many particle effects on screen. Okay, are we getting there? Yeah, I think we're just going back through familiar territory now. Yeah, I remember this area. We're just going back through it, backwards. I'm running out of weapons that I can use that aren't fully upgraded. All my good ones are maxed out now. I could use a Sheepinator, but I really don't want to. Fusion Grenade could use some attention, but it's so weak. I'll just throw out a bunch. Oh, cards. Starship Phoenix. I can trade in some cards too. The Starship Phoenix is the home away from home for the Galactic Rangers. It is equipped with the most powerful hyperdrive in the galaxy, and enough weapons to battle an entire Blarg armada. But its most prized feature is a one-of-a-kind multi-compatible VG9000 game system capable of playing any video game in existence. Whoa. That's pretty crazy. That's the That's that's the system where its controller only has 2 face buttons. The engine room. The Starship Phoenix has some of the most powerful engines in the universe. Legend has it there's an angry poltergeist that haunts the engine rooms. Or that could just be a story the engineers made up so when things don't work, they have something to blame other than themselves. It's pretty smart. Dr. Nefarious. A genius evil scientist intent on defeating the Galactic Rangers, most appropriate name ever. Yeah. Can't argue with that. Ow! Okay, I gotta take out those guys. They're gonna get in my way for sure.
Can't give up now. Let's get him, pal.
Yeah, it really feels like Ratchet and Clank became friends super quick. We barely interact in this game. They interact a hell of a lot in the original game, in the first game. And they even argue a bunch, but then their relationship is stronger for it. Air out your grievances early, I think. One of those kinds of things. Okay, the cards are ahead. I hope there's an easy way I can quickly get back to my ship so I can leave and get the Rhino built. Oh dear. Oh, my good weapons are fully maxed out already. Oh look, there's the Rhino card. I can see it on the ledge there. I'm not doing much with this little pea shooter. Damn it! Use some more buzz blades. Okay, I'm safe behind this glass that I don't have the sense to, you know, go around. I think my buzz blades are good for this. There we go. Okay, just need to get these guys without dying. Pixelizer, fusion grenade, Sucker Combustor, and just try not to die. Sometimes this game has this thing where when you're close to an explosion, it kind of has like this red glow filter on the screen for a sec. Like it's happening right now. Just to indicate that you're like close to an explosion. It's like a pretty cool visual effect, but the downside is that it makes me feel like I'm getting hit. Because so many other games like do that for when you're actually taking damage. So whenever I see that effect, it makes me feel like I'm taking damage. Can the explosion get him if I'm down here? Sure can. Here's my Rhino card. The Rhino 7. This is from Nexus. Plays a song that sounds an awful lot like Night on Bald Mountain. That is true. Apparently Gatatron made this one. Yes, that is true. When you fire, it plays Night on Bald Mountain, which is a really fun detail. Anyway, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna bounce. Oh wait, there might be a teleporter that takes me back to my ship actually, because this is like right before the final boss. So I feel like they'll most likely have a teleporter. Yeah, there's one right there. So I can just use the Rhino for the final boss.
We're all clear, guys. You head for the gravity stabilizer. We'll get into position out here. Be careful in there, you two.
Yeah, do your best not to die.
Thanks for the packs.
No, I'm leaving. See ya. It may feel irresponsible to leave right now, but it'll be worth it. I don't even remember what the Rhino is like in this game. I think it is just a meso bullets, a meso rockets, massive barrage. I think the design-wise, I think the Rhino that they chose to pull from is the Rhino 4 from Tools of Destruction, but functionally it's nothing like it. It just looks like it because I guess they were like, oh, let's reuse a model. Well, I don't know if they reuse the model, because the model will be lower quality than everything else. It'll be really noticeable. I might have went into the wrong taxi. Yeah, I think this is the wrong way. I feel like I could just jump down and it'd be faster. If you go in the water for too long, then you'll get eaten, but even so. Yeah, the Rhino dealer. Here we are. We get it from Slim Cognito, who in the original... He's not even in the first Ratchet Clank game, he's in Ratchet Clank 2 and 3. In that game, he's just an ominous pair of eyes. But here they gave him like a whole character design and whatnot.
Hey, you got all the holo cards. Good job, sport. The Rhino's yours.
It's actually ironic that the eyes are the only thing of him that you can't see in this version. That's funny.
Focus the emitters and blammo. One new Rhino. Now don't go telling anyone you have this. Happy hunting.
Yeah, the Rhino in this game, because it's based on the Rhino 4, it just doesn't have as a crazier design. It looks pretty tame, like on par with a lot of the other weapons in this game. But it does this. Oh, this plays like music as well. I don't know what song it's playing. Okay, so I got the Rhino for the final boss. It's only level 1, but even at level 1, this thing packs a real punch. Can I Raritaniumize it?
The trespasser. Just for when you lock yourself out of your apartment and you've left Lance and Janice on at top volume.
Why is he telling me about the trespasser? There isn't even a trespasser lock-in here.
Let's pick a new planet.
Okay, back to the Deplanetizer, and it's final boss time. I recall the final boss being a bit tricky. If you're not careful. I remember when I first played this game and I went back to get the Rhino. I went back on foot because I didn't realize there was a teleporter there, and then I had to hoof it all the way back. And I got annoyed when I found the teleporter. Oh, hello, there's a bunch of guys here. Whoops. Maybe I can get some XP for my Rhino real quick. I wasn't sure if the enemies would respawn. Oh yeah, the last slot on my quick select here is for the Bouncer, which was a pre-order weapon that you can apparently just get on the PlayStation Store, and I did like purchase it, but I haven't been given the option to download it, so I don't know. Didn't really be bothered to figure it out. Okay, I can get the Rhino to level 2, because it's leveling up quite quickly from these guys. Like, damn, all that XP it got. Probably only leveling up quickly because it's so low level. One downside to the Rhino in the original game is that you can't get ammo from crates for it. You could only buy ammo. Which is, I guess, it's kind of its way of like having some kind of downside with it, but it doesn't really matter all that much since it kills everything. Okay, let's go. This is a cool room. Oh, I completely forgot that we have another boss fight here. So we're not doing final boss. We have a boss before the final boss I completely forgot about. But we gotta do it because of the movie. I forgot that there's a lingering plot point that hasn't been resolved yet. That was easy. That was way easier than the other one. Complete every auto trespasser puzzle without using auto hack. Neat. That was way easier than the last one. You'd think it'd be the other way around.
Remember, that core is nuclear, so be careful. What was that?
Nothing.
That was rubbish, Ratchet. What are you doing? You literally dropped it. He was like, "Don't drop the thing." Whoops. Butterfingers.
Greetings, cadet.
Oh, and then suddenly Quark is here. Okay, boss fight, go. Yeah, the way the movie scenes are roped into this is very awkward at times. I can't hear him over all the explosions. Captain Quark is actually putting up a pretty decent fight. In all the other games... Oh, I forgot about this. He uses the Groovatron against you. That's such a fun twist. But that's never been a thing. And you actually gotta, like, destroy it. At least you can still move around when it gets used on us. I don't really recall any points in this series where you ever fight Captain Quark directly. You fight him in the first game. But in that game, he uses like a giant spaceship to fight you. You don't fight him like personally. And then all the other times in all the other games, he's depicted as being terrible at fighting and cowardly. So the fact that you got a full-on boss fight against him now and he's putting up a decent fight is pretty... I don't know if I would say out of character exactly, but it's not something I'm used to seeing. And then again, this is like a different interpretation. So also, most of the time Captain Quark is a joke character, but because this is based on a movie, he has to have like a role in the plot to be worth being here. Also, he's a fan favorite character, so... I could use my Rhino, but I'm kind of just saving it for now. I could absolutely just chuck dozens of rockets into him if I wanted to. Is there any health around I can grab?
I'm in too deep now. I just have to
I'm in too deep. Oh crap.
through this so the people of Solana can love me again. Agents of Doom, attack!
He's using Agents of Doom? Maybe I should have mine.
Didn't even feel it. That was just me lulling you into a false sense of security.
Oh, he killed all my babies. That's a weird sentence. I might die. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and use the Rhino.
That kind of stupidity?
Oh god, I nearly died. Okay, I think we're good. A change of heart. And then he's like, oh man. He immediately is like, whoops. I think in the movie he gets talked down a bit more before this moment here. But in this game, they were just arguing and he's like, oh, I'm sorry.
It's over.
Also, is he using the Alpha Disruptor? That's not even a weapon in this game.
Place you under arrest.
Me?
Absolutely.
Also, how the heck did he get an Alpha Disruptor anyway? They're not something you can just buy. It's a weapon from Tools of Destruction that Ratchet just kind of finds, and I'm pretty sure it's a one of a kind. I think. It's like a prototype. So I don't know where he got that from.
What's happening?
No, I dropped it.
Deplanetizer now online.
Quark! Don't let him turn it on!
Get off me! You
This kind of reminds me of Sonic 3, the movie that is,
You know,
where like
I am a mad scientist.
where like slices the moon with the laser. Except there's no moon. This is almost exactly like Sonic 3, wow. Just that sequence there with the laser. Oh look, we're back in in-game graphics. Because we got a final boss to do. I don't remember how Nefarious quote-unquote dies in the movie. But we gotta have a final boss. Also, Ratchet has his air helmet on again. I don't know why they can't just commit to him not having it on. Because he didn't have it during the movie scene, so he clearly doesn't need it.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a dwarf star to destroy.
This sequence is pretty cool. I like the rail grinding bit.
Ratchet, you have to stop him. If that star explodes, Umbrus will go with it. And then us.
You can't catch me!
Some pretty high stakes. This game is so damn pretty. It's crazy.
Like an Ovalian piano, then turn them into a sheep! Give up, Lombax! You can't win!
Man, the movie of this game really isn't gonna do much for you unless you're a fan of the series, and even then it's not that great. I'm just like thinking about it, like so much of the plot of the movie is so like you've seen it done in a bunch of other movies before, and media in general. And I'm a fan, so I can at least appreciate references and stuff, but even that only does so much.
I'll have a perfect view of the destruction!
Okay, let's do the Tingo Tango. This is beautiful. Look at this. This looks crazy good. Look at the giant star in the background there. It's glowing and stuff. So far, this game ages incredibly well in the graphics department. Like, this game could come out today and it wouldn't seem out of place, I think. Yeah, man, all my weapons are good. I'm just gonna use the Rhino. Kinda kills him too quickly for my liking, though. Yeah, I don't feel good about using the Rhino, because it's just killing him right away. All my other weapons are either maxed out or not very good against this fight. Oh, he comments on the weapons you use. That's kind of cool. Oh, he's healing himself, is he? Oh, he's cheating. As if I never heal myself. I'll use my Rhino against a small fry. And if, you know, Nefarious just happens to be caught in the blast, then... Oh. The Rhino levels up so quick! At first I thought it was just because it was low level and it was just getting lots of XP from the high-powered enemies, but no, it just levels up super quick. Oh, I'm gonna die! I'm out of fuel. Oh, damn it, that's not an insta-kill, is it? Or like a start from the beginning. It is. Damn it. Ah, I didn't pay attention to my fuel levels. Okay, well I'll speed this up with the Rhino then. How about that? Get back to where I was. Who gave you that rhino? I built it. Well, I didn't build it, but I helped. I am an accessory to crime. And there we are! Rhino Extreme. Slugs now use phlogium, which might cause a massive explosion. Naturally, volleys of rockets are fired in tandem. So yeah, I just maxed out the Rhino. That's crazy. Why would they allow you to do that? I mean, it's not uncommon for Ratchet Clank games to have like massive XP spikes near the end of the game so that you can upgrade your weapons a bit faster when you're near the end. You know, just in case you hadn't already. Just to make it so that you can fully upgrade all your weapons before the end of the game. But with the Rhino, it's a bit like crazy excessive. I'm gonna run out of... Okay, let's not run out of fuel again. I don't want to die in the exact same way. Okay, there we go. Oh dear, there's a lot of stuff happening here. I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm gonna use Rhino. There we go. I was like, I saw my health and I was like, okay. Yeah, we did it. Basically 100% of the game if it wasn't for the fact that you can't fully 100% the game without doing New Game Plus. But I think I did as much as I can within one playthrough. Yeah, there is his helmet's off again.
Any ideas?
We go use his scooter. Gotta use his cool kid scooter.
Find one of Drek's teleporters.
I saw one on the bridge.
Watch out!
Oh. Hang on, boys!
It's here! Hit the brakes!
Wow, imagine if he died. That'd be funny.
Oh no.
I can't reach you in time! Just get out while you can!
Kinda looks like he might. The destroying of the Deplanetizer nearly killed Ratchet and Clank in the original as well, but not to this extent.
Improvising.
I feel like you barely get to see Ratchet use the wrench in the movie. I don't know. I don't recall. There's a part of me that kind of wants to rewatch the movie, but there's a part of me that also really doesn't want to, so... I think the part that doesn't want to is a bit louder, so I'll listen to it. I don't think it'd be a painful watch or anything, it's just there are other movies that I'd probably enjoy watching more.
Wow, that was a heck of a story, Captain. I even rooted for the heroes. Normally, I hope they, you know, die.
Well, that's touching.
Captain?
That's not a flattering statue. This just takes place after the movie, this is like an epilogue. And he's in his better outfit, yay.
We are doing well. We just came here to visit the Rangers.
Yeah, Alaris invited us over to try out some new weapons and, you know...
I guess they left the Rangers, which probably for the best. I think they're better off that way, frankly.
Good. Fine. Yeah.
Prisoner escaping. Prisoner escaping. Prisoner escaping.
Oh, that guy ganked my ship.
What did I tell you? No prison can hold ship Helix.
Ready, pal?
Always.
Aw,
Hey, you coming?
that was a cool little moment there.
Absolutely.
I don't think you can authorize that, he's a prisoner. Also, in what ship? You just took it. And there it is. Ratchet & Clank 2016, the movie game. Yeah, it's a fun little game, I think. Fun little romp. Yeah, I think my opinion on this game has dwindled a bit. Coming back to it, I still like it. I still stand by the fact that it's still a solid Ratchet & Clank game. There are better options, but it's still very solid. I think all of this game's problems ultimately stem from the fact that it's a movie tie-in game. I think all of this game's problems ultimately go back to that core thing. But you know, it's fine, because it's just a one-off movie thing, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. A part of me wonders if maybe they would have continued with this essentially this reboot canon if the game and movie were more successful. I'm glad they didn't, because you know, Rift Apart ends up going back to the actual game's timeline, and it's better that way. I just remember though, I remember defending this game a lot because there was like videos and other people talking about it being kind of like, Ratchet & Clank sucks now, blah 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 blah. But like, it's a movie game, and it's not an accurate representation of what the rest of the series is actually like. And as we know from Rift Apart, it's not an accurate representation of what the series would end up being like in the future past this game. So I think it's fine for this game to just kind of exist in its own little bubble, and it's a perfectly fine game. It's also dirt cheap too. It goes on sale all the time, and even when it's not on sale, if you get it on PlayStation, it's like £15 or something, maybe even less than that. But if you get it, I think it's on sale currently, or at least it was, maybe a couple weeks ago, and you can get it for real cheap. So you know, if you see it on a sale, give it a go. It's not a bad time. But you know, there are better Ratchet & Clank games. It's just a shame that they're not easily accessible because they're all stuck on PS3. I just really want some ports, remasters, collections, whatever. Real bad. Real bad. It's really upsetting that they haven't done that. I have hope though, because they've yet to put the original PlayStation 2 trilogy on PS5 like they have been doing with Jak and Daxter and Sly Cooper, like on the PS2 emulator thing on PS5 on the PlayStation Store. They did put Ratchet & Clank Size Matters and Secret Agent Clank on the PS5 store, but those are PSP ones. It feels like they could put the PS2 Ratchet & Clank games on the PlayStation Store like they have with Jak and Daxter and Sly Cooper. So it's like, why haven't they? Maybe it's because they are planning on doing remasters, or like new remasters, better remasters ideally. Maybe that could just be me really coping, but I don't know. Maybe. Let's skip along. Okay, you've unlocked challenge mode. You unlocked the Insomniac Museum. Cool. When you do challenge mode, where does that stick you exactly? Just on Veldin? Yeah, here we go. So there is the Insomniac Museum, but I think I'm just gonna call it. The Insomniac Museum isn't all that interesting in this game anyway, so I'll just call it here for today. So thank you for joining me. If you're watching this on the VOD, you are appreciated. Yeah, I'm good to wrap it up here for today then. I had fun playing this. It's a nice little playthrough. This was only like 3 streams, so it was nice. Nice to get like one more playthrough in before the end of the year. I'll be streaming next on... let's see, it's Sunday today. Probably on Friday then, because Wednesday is Christmas Eve, I think, and I think I'm occupied, so I'll be streaming next on Friday on Boxing Day, where I think I'll play something casual, like a Mario Kart or something like that. Not like a playthrough, just like a one-off game that I can just casually play. And then Sunday is the 28th, so I don't know what I'll stream on Sunday then. I'm not sure, because I don't know if I want to start a playthrough right before the end of the year, because it'll feel a lot neater, you know, cleaner if I just wait until the new year to start a new playthrough. So I don't know what I'll do on Sunday. I'll have to give that some thought and maybe just do another one-off. I'll cross that bridge when I get there, but Friday I'll probably do some Mario Kart, something like that. So yeah, I'm going to call it there. So with all that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, stay safe, and I hope to see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.